What's up, guys? McRaptor here. You are about to watch the Hitless Winter Classic charity tournament featuring both Dark Souls 2 and Bloodborne. This is the 7th and final SoulsBorne Hitless tournament in 2018. In this event, two teams of expert Hitless runners go head-to-head to score the least amount of hits from bosses or enemies. In terms of PvE content in Dark Souls and Bloodborne, this is some of the hardest stuff that you could possibly imagine. This is the second Dark Souls 2 tournament and the first time we've ever done a Bloodborne all bosses tourney as well. There are some great matches in the playlist. Seeing the additional content in Bloodborne, which is amazing. You're going to want to watch both videos, guys, so make sure you check them out. They'll both be on the playlist. This was also a charity tournament where we raised over $600 during the live event. If you want to support our children's charity, you can still do that using the Quip affiliate link in the comments section. For every $25 electric toothbrush that we sell, Quip gives us $55 back to charity. So it's a super economically efficient way to both clean your teeth and save the kids. And those are both great things, so consider that, guys. If you're new to hitless or no hit runs, they were made popular by the Happy Hob back in 2016 when he beat Dark Souls 1 without taking any hits from bosses or enemies. Since then, every SoulsBorne game has been beat hitless by multiple players, and now they're running head-to-head in hitless tournaments, which we do about once a month now. If you want to catch the tournaments live, be sure to follow us on Twitch and follow on Twitter for live updates. You can also check out McRaptor.com for tourney information. Guys, enjoy the video and consider liking and subscribing to support our future content, and we will see you next time. Without further ado, though, I want to get the runners into the chat real quick to say hi. I think we got some in here. We got Mogenkai, we got DonnyRekt, we got McDrunkard. Do we have Otzdarva? Otz, where are you? Can somebody hunt down that beautiful man?
He is a
Hey guys.
man.
Hey.
Donnie, what's going on, man? Man,
Not much.
is it like dinner time there?
Yeah, it's 5 o'clock, man.
A little time after that. I'm good, thank you.
Oh, good, Otz. Okay, good. Hi. What?
So we're doing a tournament?
Yeah, wait. Oh, is there a tournament today?
Uh-huh.
Oh, shit.
And I thought I was just streaming Dark Souls 2 for fun. What is this?
For
What-
fun.
Why wouldn't you do that? It's an amazing game. Come on, man.
It's a great game, man.
Oh, God. All right. This is going to be fun, guys. We've never seen Mogenkai in a tournament before.
Don't tell me. Don't say that.
This is
Yeah,
his debut.
First.
He's a tourney
First
virgin.
tourney.
Of all the
Oh,
games,
man.
too.
You need to highlight this, Mogan.
Oh,
This is going on YouTube.
Hey, Mogan, you know how there's beginner's luck? You're at an advantage.
Well, maybe. We'll see. We'll see.
Good luck, everybody.
Oh, one thing for chat, too, guys. Yes. This is being broadcast in 1080p, but it's at 720p bit rates because nothing crazy is going on the screen. So before you freak out, I know there's no quality because Twitch drives me insane every single tournament that we do. Sometimes we get quality, sometimes we don't, and we don't have it right now. Maybe we'll get it later. But the
For a Christmas tournament? Oh, man, you Twitch better be...
jerks,
You know.
man, right? Okay, it's
Yeah.
fine. But the bit rate is not high. I guarantee it. So don't freak out about 1080p. If your internet's that bad, I'm sorry. I don't know what to do. Steal your neighbor's Wi-Fi if they've got better internet. But yeah, you can watch any one of these runners right now, guys, on their channels. And some of them are guaranteed to have quality, I'm sure. At least Otz, if not more. And if Mogenkai stole my quality options, I'm going to... All right.
My chat is laughing at the fact that you would say that I have quality in any single way. But thanks.
Oh, that's true. No, not quality content, just quality options.
Cheers. Cheers.
All right. We should get started though, because we had a long kind of wind up there.
Are we doing a strange countdown
thing.
again?
We are doing a strange countdown again.
Oh no.
Oh, and
No.
but
Man.
before we do that though, you guys are all clear on the rules, right? In terms of the resets, is everybody?
Yeah.
Well, why
Dragon
don't we go
Rider,
over
right?
them just for chat? We'll say, hey, these are the rules of the tournament.
Yep.
So there's no contention or anything like that.
Shoot. Okay.
Yeah, and I did I give you more than one reset on Dragon Rider, or did we
No,
go
you
with one?
only give us one. but
That's
it should
right.
be all right.
Because I'm mean. Okay, so So there's one Dragon Rider reset. So essentially the way that works, and
There's basically no resets unless you get hit in Motlin or something.
yeah, and Otz tried to find a loophole. He's like, well, what if I do Dragon Rider like way later? And then, yeah.
I don't have to do Dragon Rider.
So
Let me reset on Ashandra.
to utilize said reset, you have to go for Dragon Rider first, okay? So you can't be cheesy. So, but if you don't want to go for Dragon Rider first for some weird reason, you just don't get a reset. So every hit counts. I don't care. Do your
Also,
thing.
I've been told that McDrunkard should move his camera for optimal OCD friendly layout purposes.
I mean, I might like it in the bottom right, but you know what? It's his channel. Thoughts? Oh, look at him.
If he doesn't do it,
left.
I'm out of this tournament.
There we go, man. Perfect.
Oh, man.
Perfect.
He did it. Oh well.
What a nice
I guess
guy.
I have that power now.
What a team player, man. Oh God. So this is going to be quite the matchup for you two as well. I mean, just seeing all four of you is going to be crazy. But you guys tied the last tournament, so are you guys going to break that tie this time?
Mistakes were made on both parts. This time it will be a lot
Gravity.
more exciting, I'm sure.
Oh man, yeah, there's some crazy stuff. No,
I don't know if you guys know, but we've agreed to some additional rules that should make it quite interesting.
Are you going to explain it to chat?
Sure. Should I explain now, or do you guys want to see along?
Do it now.
Both McDrunkard and I will be replacing the rapier, which is almost objectively the best weapon for this kind of run, for a different weapon. Different weapons means different stamina consumption, different timings, different range, different sweet spots in some cases, which can make it quite tricky. It requires quite a bit of practice. And both him and I were using different weapons. We're also limiting our adaptability to 99 agility, which makes it so that our iframes are, enough, but not. We cannot be diligent with our rolls. We can't roll through anything anymore late game. We will have to be on point with our rolls most of the time. Any panic roll will get us hit.
It's wild, man. And Donnie and Mog are actually doing some special things too. Donnie is going to be the runner with the biggest muscles today. Okay.
Yep, 100%.
And
Max 24/7.
Mogenkai with the tallest hair. So we are doing our own thing, but they're on teams, but doing things in their own way. So, well, guys, good luck. I think it's I think it's an ogre voice kind of day. So we're gonna count down from 10, and then ogre voice at the end. Okay. So let's see if you guys can do this. So starting with Team Hunter's Dream, we're gonna start at 10. McDrunkard, then Mog, then Otz, then Donnie. Can you guys do that? Can you count down from 10 in unison?
Go for it. All right. We'll butcher it.
All right, let's go. McDrunkard. You're at 10.
9, a 10. 9,
8,
7.
There's a grunt.
A McDrunkard.
7. That was a grunt.
McDrunkard 6.
7.
Mogenkai 5.
1.
What, 5? Sorry.
3, 2, 1.
Ogre Goodbye forever.
Good luck. Goodbye. Don't
Good
get
luck.
hit. Don't fall off ledges.
I know.
Okay.
Oh man. All right.
All right, Raptors. So there were the runners there. They seem very enthused and awake this morning.
Yeah.
Seems like it's going to be a good match.
Just to explain the UI as well, so everybody knows, we've obviously got all the hitless runners' names on their associated video screen. Right to the left of them, that's terrible language. To the left of their name is a ball with a number in it. Right now they're at 0 hits, so that's how you can count. That's the scoreboard, guys. On the far right and the far left, we've got the team total hit counts, which will be updated all the way through the Bloodborne match. So right now, of course, Team Hunter's Dream on the left. They're the orange ball, 0 hits. Team Patches on the right, green ball, also 0 hits.
Okay, so we agreed that I will be focusing on Team Hunter's Dream here on the left.
Yeah, you should focus on your own team. Yes.
On my own team. I stick to my own team.
That makes sense. And I missed a couple. So we had a resub from JoJo, or actually first time sub. JoJo, thank you very much for supporting charity today. And Loif, $10. Help us. Otzdarva's holding us hostage. Thank you so much, man, for the $10 to charity.
Oh, man.
Oh, the subtitle memes. Why do these guys always run? Thank you so much, Susie. Oh Lord! All right, subtitles are off. I don't know why they enables. You don't have subtitles on your channel?
you just click the little CC button in the bottom
I
right
know,
corner.
but each time I refresh, I have to click the button again. It's
oh man, yeah, that's rough. Well, hey, you know what? Here's something that just happened. So right off the bat, McDrunkard is starting off with some passive aggressive trash talk, naming his character Otzschmotz, which of course is very insulting, and Otzdarva taking precious seconds of time to actually create a character, because as we know, there are not really there's no presets in Dark Souls 2. You can't save a character.
that is yeah. They didn't implement that till Bloodborne.
It's a weird thing, huh?
Didn't even think that was a thing. Given
I guess they didn't think anyone would play this game twice.
Yeah. So we've got Drunky here's taking on the fat guy, and he just wants to sit down a lot. So this looks good. This is actually a tough enemy for a starting Dark Souls 2 player. Like, he will destroy you if you don't know what's going on here, you know?
Especially since, like, not a lot of people know this, but yeah, at the beginning of the game, you don't got very much ADP, and ADP, of course, is directly linked to iframes. So McDrunkard going for this enemy right off the bat it speaks a little bit to his stylistic preference. Like, I don't think any other runner is going to do this.
Yeah, that's actually interesting. It looks like they're all like, nope, I don't want to deal with it.
Nope. Yeah. And so what that nets him the stone ring. And of course, what the stone ring does is it makes it so basically enemies have less poise. You can stagger them more with your weapon swings. And that might be something that we'll see McDrunkard incorporate into his strategies here.
Yeah, I wonder if that's I feel like he does this even on the rapier run. So I'm wondering with the new weapon he's going to end up using, and I don't know what it's going to be. I doubt it's the scimitar, but maybe it is. What do you think he would use?
Well, I think with oh, look at that, Mogenkai does have quality options.
No way! Yeah, he stole my quality options.
That's so funny because I just changed.
You know what I think it is that we only do these like once a month, so Twitch is like you don't stream.
Yeah. You don't stream. You're not a streamer. You don't get any viewers. You can't. Yeah. Of course.
Twitch is all about being online all the time, but that's okay. We have more fun doing these. I mean, we couldn't do this daily. This would drive me insane.
Oh, we'd be exhausted, Raptor. Are you kidding me? That wouldn't work. There's only so much capacity a person has.
And it wouldn't be special if it was every day, right? So
I'd be having nightmares about this tournament. I'd be like, oh man, I'd start dreading it. People would start dreading it. It would lose its spark.
Magic.
I'm about to restart my game real quick.
Yeah. Do you need to get your Game Shark engaged?
Yeah, I got to reset for a cheat engine to activate.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's fine. It's fine.
That's
Right,
fine. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's a joke, by the way, for everybody who's actually questioning if there's cheat engine involved.
Yep. Yeah. No, that's actually banned, but
yeah, you can't use cheat engine
although
in these runs.
Honestly, the way some of these players execute these runs, like Gino and Couch in particular on Dark Souls 3, I kind of wonder about these guys. Are they really like AI? You know?
Oh man, I don't know if you've seen the recent stuff with Gino, but he was doing no roll, no hit of DS3, and that's a very hard game to no roll in itself.
Yeah.
But doing no hit with that's pretty ridiculous. I think he actually got a pretty decent PB, and he said it was doable. Of course, Gino does no hit speedruns and stuff like that, so he literally is Neo in the Matrix of DS3.
Yeah. Yeah, like the game was too easy, so he had to speed it up now on no hit runs.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you've caught that, but yeah, I watched him the other day. He was doing like 1.5 times speed or 2 times speed run.
Really?
Or no hit runs.
No hit run.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
yeah. It's like at first I went in thinking it was like a speed-based no hit run. I was like, oh, he's trying to get like a no hit run time like the way David Tanker did. I was like, oh, that's cool. But then I looked at the bosses and they were flying at him, man.
Yeah.
Before long, he's going to be doing that 3 times boss mod with.
Oh my god,
with the no hit.
Is
it's a terrible run.
Okay, so Mogenkai, look at Mogenkai being all fancy with his overlays and stuff.
Oh, he loves it, man. Challenge achieved.
Yeah, he just beat the first boss, Dragon Rider. We can explain that as we go. It's important to note, look, McDrunkard used that stone ring to kill Moglin, and of course you kill Moglin to get his clothes because the clothes give more souls.
And Dragon Rider fell off again. Man, he just keeps falling off the ledge. Faraaz,
he's a clumsy boy.
What is going on here?
Oh man, it's just that cheat engine. It just causes bosses to say, "Hey, I'm out."
Or these runners know how to count 7 steps and then stand in the right location, and then AI takes over. Maybe
that's true. Yeah, 7 steps. Well, it's 6.5. You walk.
Ooh, 6.5. Oh, so I'm rounding up. Ooh.
6.5. Yeah.
Maybe
well,
that's why I fail it half the time. That would explain. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. All right.
So then, that kills Dragon Rider, and then of course after this, you go and you beat this woman. Not hard. You don't actually sometimes you dagger her, but you don't hit her too hard. You hit her just hard enough so she falls off a cliff. Because of course after that it's not your fault. And then from there you can take her item, the Rotunda's Lockstone or whatever. That will allow access to, what is the area called? I think it's like the area right before Earthen Peak, which we need to go to later in the run. But yeah, so basically what happened here is, why are we doing the bosses in this order? Why do we have these fancy, terrible looking clothes on? Well, they're pretty bad looking.
They kind of do look like vagabonds, right? They're on a Greyhound bus to somewhere nowhere, and
they look as if a group of grandmas created a culture, and this clothing was for their nobles or something.
Grandma knitting for sure.
Yeah.
Oh man, but they are economically efficient, which I'm going to say at least 5 times more throughout the stream. So,
very economically efficient. So yeah, basically what those clothes do is they give you a Silver Serpent Ring effect, which of course gives you plus 25% souls, which you need because this game has a mechanic solely used in Dark Souls 2 called Soul Memory.
And it's such a great mechanic. People love it.
It's wonderful, yeah. Soul Memory and ADP, the best parts of PS2. Oh, look at this. Okay, so McDrunkard's going in. 2,
5,
3,
6.5. Okay, I see the half.
Yeah, see? Yeah. You see the half?
You know what?
It's not
I
quite
think
a full
it's
step.
6.75. You know?
That's fair.
6 3/4.
Okay, 6 2/3 to be very specific.
Okay, 2/3. All right, yes.
2/3.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So
that's
the hard part's over. Now it's just smooth sailing, right?
Well, Dark Souls 2 is not ever really smooth sailing because of the ways the enemies work. And another thing about Dark Souls 2 is archers. Archers in Dark Souls 2 are much more precise, and the arrows fly a lot faster. So in games like
Otz had some fun there. Looks like he was okay with what was going on, but he was getting chased hard. All right.
Oh my God, he's already going to.
Yeah, look at him.
God, I can't remember.
Speaking of smooth,
called,
this is the No Man's Wharf, and he is ready to sail.
No Man's Wharf, that's what it is. Oh, and he's a brave boy, Otz. He came here without a bow. So usually the traditional route is you headshot all the enemies on the way up, but Otz just runs past them. He's gotten some confidence here to do that, because he has to run past about 15 or so enemies, I think.
At least.
And that's not easy. And there's dogs in there, and there's dual katana mothers in there as well. It's not an easy thing.
Otz has a lot of game knowledge here, though. He's him and McDrunkard, I think in particular, probably played this game more than anybody in the Hitless community.
Oh, look at that fancy backstep. Yeah, no, they love this game. And you can tell they love this game because of how much they know about it. Because there's a lot of Hitless runners now. I think there's about 40 or so people that have done Hitless runs. And, they all have favorite games and stuff. And the games that they like the most, they'll know the most in. And Otz and McDrunkard know this game back to front. And it's not like it's a small game or an empty game. This game is full of so many different things. So, they have basically a PhD in Dark Souls 2.
Yes, it's taken them that amount of time. And so if you think about it, instead of being this good at Dark Souls 2, they could have been a doctor.
They could have been doctors. They chose they chose Dark Souls 2
priorities,
over,
man. Priorities. Get out of
medicine.
here with your phony education. We want something useful.
That's how much they love it, man. You gotta. That's a testament to their love. You know,
Yeah.
it's like, why would you ever do that? It's like, well, they love it. You know. What do
Yeah,
you-
they have a passion for it, right? And you have not a passion for Dark Souls 2, but you have a passion for competing, right?
Dark Souls 1, actually, I love that game. It's my favorite.
Stop lying. That's why we don't have it in this tournament. Okay. Actually, I will say emphatically, I'm not sure if there will be another Dark Souls 1 hitless tournament. We may have seen our last match.
Really?
Nobody, I don't know, Chad, unless you guys are just like want it so bad. Like none of the runners really like to run it.
Well,
It's weird.
It's a very vast and empty game. It's not empty as in it's empty, but it's like it's very non-engaging because there's lots of running sections. However, one thing we could do, we could take a quick poll in your chat and say, hey, 1-1 if you want to see a Dark Souls 1 all bosses plus DLC.
Ooh, now why didn't I think of that? This is why you're here, to think of all the big moves. Now that actually would be fun. Seeing the DLC.
Oh yeah, the
That would
Catlamite,
make Dark Souls
Manus.
1 fun again.
Oh, 100%. And that's those DLCs are hard. Like you don't consistently get through Calamite without a hit. It's a tough fight for
Fraz,
sure.
this is why you have quality options on your channel.
This is why.
This is why I don't have them. I don't think of these things.
Yeah, man. Well, hey, you got that fancy toothbrush to brush your teeth with.
I do. And you can get one as well for $25, and Quip will give us double that amount to support a real children's charity. So I'm using my phony voice, but this is real, guys. If you type in !Quip, QUIP, you can get a toothbrush starting at $25, and Quip will basically double that amount for charity, which is amazing. So
Yeah.
think about it.
That's a really good thing. Like what you put in, you get double that for the prize pool, which of course goes to charity.
The prize pool of charity, yes.
The prize pool of charity, the gift of charity. What a wonderful thing to do for Christmas. You can be a part of that.
Exactly. Even if Christmas is over. But man, this is our 7th tournament though, man.
This is our 7th tournament.
7th and last of the year, but we've done a lot.
Oh man, yeah, that is a lot. We're seasoned now. We're no longer in the novice department, huh?
That's why we can do 4 runners at once. Well, actually, it's because it's the beginning of the game and everybody's doing a good job. As you can see, there's nothing scary going on at the moment.
Yeah.
When do you think it's gonna kind of kick up the difficulty? Like when for you does Dark Souls 2 become real?
Oh boy. Okay, so basically, Dark Souls 2 is an interesting run because none of the bosses tend to melt pretty quickly, and the earlier bosses are really easy. Plus, you have a bow to rely on.
Right.
But around the time where you do the Rotten, because you do the Rotten 4 times in this run, because of course soul memory, right?
Yep.
That's when things start to get sketchy, shaky. You got to go through the Black Gulch, and then after the Black Gulch, there's like, the Dragon Area and all these things. So it's like around there, that's when things start to pick up. Before then, it's just, being very meticulous and very careful. Like
these guys have been doing. Yeah.
Yeah, like these guys have been doing.
I actually so last time on commentary on DS2, we had, who did we have? I know we had Singa. I can't remember. I am a bad host. Anyway, we had a great time though. And that's why I was very excited to get Dark Souls 2 into the next tournament after the God Run thing that we did, the No Limits.
Oh yeah. It's so much fun. Like there's so much going on in Dark Souls 2.
Yeah.
And it's partly because Dark Souls 2 has a lot, like they just jammed everything into the game. Like a bunch of mechanics that may not necessarily make sense, but it's really fun to commentate.
Ooh,
actually.
Stompy boy in the bottom right there. Anything notable other than don't stand under the feet that are coming down into your head on Last Giants? I feel like it's pretty straightforward though, right?
It's pretty straightforward. You just want to be very specific with your timing, because if you want to get the stomp where he goes left, right, left.
Yeah.
And then if you do that twice or 3 times, he rips off his arm, as he just did. And then you want to kill him before he starts attacking you with his arm, because the arm hitbox is pretty big. You got to wonder, man, why do you rip off your arm?
Yeah.
And not just bend your knees a little bit?
So it's interesting, like Donnie and Mog are going to probably have the same outcome here, but Donnie was a little bit more active with his rolling or kind of moving side to side. Mog was treating it a little bit more like Ancient Dragon, just kind of like moving from foot to foot, not really worrying. He was very controlled with it. He was just like walking. All right, stomp. It was just interesting the difference in control there and his play style. But
yeah, it is definitely play style. It's it shows where the runners will be strong and where they will be weak. So Mogenkai will have more precise. Like the thing is, you don't need to be super precise there,
right?
But because Mogenkai is precise, he's going to have an easier time on other bosses, right? Where Donnie might have a little bit more trouble. So on things like Throne Watcher and Defender, which are going to be the hardest bosses in this run for sure.
Yeah.
You might see a slight advantage go to Mogenkai, which is hey, that might come in later in the run.
Yeah, and I think in terms of the teams, I think they're pretty equal overall. I think what will be interesting in Bloodborne, you and K Witty on the same team. That was hard to see, just because there's basically, in terms of the any percent run, there's only 3 runners that, well, actually there's 4 for any percent, including Viking. But between you, Squilla, and K Witty, and Viking for the any percent, there isn't another runner, I don't think, right now that seems to be as consistent and up there, especially on time. And then when it comes to Viking, he doesn't know the all boss, so I was like, who do we put in that spot? But Kolmar's been doing a lot of practice on the all boss run in Bloodborne, so I'm thinking it'll be even overall, but there could be some wild shit that happens in your match.
Oh yeah, 100%. Because K Witty, Squilla, and I, we were all very competitive for time. Oh, did you see that parry?
Yes.
Oh my God.
Ott's coming in with the buckler.
Stylistic.
It's a swag parry, man. I was watching that. I was trying to listen to you very intently, but I was also watching that sick parry up in the upper right.
No, that's the thing. Is like you were saying, these teams are very even, and it's true because McDrunkard and Otz are both very stylish in how they do things. They're stylish to the point where they can say like, hey, this is less safe to do, but it looks good, so I'm gonna do it. And that's their level of confidence in this run, which is, that's pretty fun, man.
So the weapon Otz is using, is that the Partisan? What is that?
I believe that's the Partisan.
It's obviously a spear class, so it's way different moveset.
And I think McDrunkard's using the scimitar right now.
He's still using
maybe.
it. Yeah, I don't know if he's gonna switch. Maybe he just is like, you know what, we're gonna.
Yeah. So basically, these two, of course, these very, very seasoned veterans of this game.
Ooh, apparently we had a hit for Donnie on. Oh, that's 2 hits,
Whoa,
3 hits.
Oh, he missed the ballista.
Yeah. Oh no, with the
no.
pursuer. That's usually a fairly straightforward fight, but when that goes wrong, it can go wrong, especially with low iframes.
So is that 2 right there, Raptor?
I believe it's 3.
3 can
4.
Yeah. Oh, 4. So Donnie is not used to fighting the pursuer normally. You can tell by the way he's rolling. You can actually just strafe that, and that's how you get most of your openings right there. Oh, that's 5.
Oh no.
Oh, Donnie. Well, I'm happy that I'm not on that team for once.
So because of the issues that we had the last tournament as well, I had already decided upon a maximum hit for this run in particular.
Yeah.
So we were already going to max out hits at 6 just to keep the team counts going. And on Bloodborne, maximum 10 just because it's all bosses, right? Donnie just jumped off.
Seppuku'd. Yeah, he seppuku'd, and this might be smart. So he probably should have done this earlier, because what this does is this will reset the area as well as the ballista. So here's something I was talking about.
What is our current hit count? So he says he's at 4.
4.
All right.
Okay.
All right. Well,
we can go with that and review the clips and go from there if we need to.
Yeah.
But what I was talking about earlier was like, hey, Donnie is someone who just recently did this run. Donnie's very seasoned in that he's completed every run except for Demon Souls at this point, and he's doing Demon Souls right now, right? So Donnie's more of a jack of all trades rather than a specialist, which is, in itself, it comes with advantages and disadvantages because Donnie can do more stuff, but he doesn't do it as well.
Yeah.
In terms of the specifics. So Otz and McDrunkard, like I think Otz will even fight 2 or 3 pursuers in his, or I think even 4 in his all bosses run, and he'll fight them just straight up.
Okay, he's at max hits now. All right. Well, there was some question of whether or not he was at 6 already, but now. So Donnie, I mean, I personally would probably keep going, but in terms of his hits, he's maxed out. We're not going higher than 6
on the pursuer as well. Oh my god!
Yeah, he took 4 on pursuer, and then he took another couple hits on the way in from some enemies. I think there's a little bit of tilt going on.
I can. Yeah,
this is the risk you run on a single run, right? You know, no. Oh, he's gonna get hit. Oh wow, I thought he was gonna get hit on the fog wall as well.
That's tough. Yeah.
All right. Well.
So here he dodges past. He's a little bit out of position, I think, but it should work. It does not work. He missed it, so he was out of position there.
Ooh.
So Donnie's gonna, he's got to do this again. This is a very tough thing for him. So the way that fight works is you want to bait the pursuer in front of the ballista, have him stay there while you fire the ballista. It'll kill him very easily. But it looks like Donnie's just a little bit out of position on his attempts.
Yeah. Well, so we're at max 6 hits here. Pressure's off. I don't know if Donnie knows. He doesn't. I mean, people could tell him. I meant to communicate this to the runners ahead of time, just so people knew. But I also kind of didn't want people to know that there was like a maximum amount, because I didn't want them to, you know, like, kind of like, enough. Oh, I'm already at 4. What's the big deal with 2 more? And then I just, finish the run. And I was hoping that we wouldn't get to it, but just in the odd chance that we did, because as you know, like, runs can just get out of control sometimes, and there just has to be a mercy rule in place.
Well, that's why these are reset runs, of course. Like, you do need to reset like a lot to get a no-hit run, because skill is a very big thing in these things, like how skillful you are, how well you know the game and stuff like that. But sometimes things just go wrong, and sometimes you make mistakes, and those mistakes will cost you dearly. Like, not every mistake is equal in a no-hit run. For example, this mistake with the pursuer, it's like, hey, if you don't know how to fight pursuer straight up, or you're not confident or comfortable with it, you're gonna have to reset the area, and the only way to reset the area consistently at this point, because you don't have any homeward bones, is to take another hit and jump off a cliff, and you lose your souls. And it's just like, wow, everything's kind of, and then who knows if soul memory or these things or those things, it kind of stacks up for sure.
So
look at that, Otz with the parry.
He's just swagging it, and then Otz, of course, is doing the pursuer way it's meant to be done. A couple hits with the ballista, GG, no re.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to throw up a command too, because that may be confusing to some people later. Again, I didn't want to have to use the mercy rule. I didn't even want to publicize it. I wanted it to be like not a thing. But you guys are very dynamic in these tournaments, and I'm often
of course. Well, you got to think it's
we have
Dark
to
Souls
encounter
2.
so many things. Yeah.
Like there, McDrunkard's actually made a few mistakes so far, in that he missed a crystal lizard earlier, but because he could just reset the bonfire, he did that. And here he actually missed a barrel, and because he doesn't have the bow, he couldn't blow it up. So he has to reset this area, and I think he's actually going to get some arrows, but he has to reset this area and stuff. So it's like Dark Souls 2. There's a lot of mistakes you can make at every opportunity. It's not nearly as consistent in a lot of ways because of how much is going on. So it's understandable that mistakes come and mistakes happen. What's going on with Donnie here in the bottom right? Multiplayer messages, rankings.
I don't know. I don't know.
Okay, well, if someone could ask Donnie what's up, and
yeah, I mean, so like at this point, Susie, maybe if you're here, you can just let him know. He could. Oh, looks like the capture card is gone. All right.
Oh, it might be the capture card. Okay.
All right.
Wait, is Donnie's not playing on PC? Donnie's playing on. No.
I don't know what's going on.
Donnie is done. All right. Well.
Okay.
Here, you keep going. I'll try and figure someone out here.
All right. Well, run complete there. We did take 6 hits, fortunately, but
Yeah, so Donnie's out.
Pursuer, little memester, man. All right. Well, pressure is not off though. We've got 2 matches today. Got 8 runners in total. There's still a lot of action here. So, and also we've got this matchup here on the top between McDrunkard and Otz. They tied last time, so we're really hoping to see not a tie. He's crying in the car. No, he's not. Stop it, chat. It happens, guys. It happens.
Oh, of course, these are very, very volatile runs when it comes down to it. The fact that you can do no-hit runs of these games, it wasn't even believed in the first place.
You know what? And Donnie's one of the few runners who's done 4 out of 5 games as well. He's working on Demon Souls right now, so
here's what we got. Okay, so yeah, he's working on Demon Souls right now, so he's gonna put up his Demon Souls footage. He's already done the DS2 no-hit run. Well, we could black it out, or we could have that going. But that was the game I ran in the last tournament. That's a hard game to run, but that's what he's working on right now. So you guys will still have something to watch, basically, while these 3 go at their DS2 no-hit run. Mogenkai is now fighting the big hippo cyclops. Mogenkai and Otz are both fighting this thing that Drunky fought in the beginning. As you can see, it goes down way, way, way faster. And they're doing this again for the stone ring. Otz is playing it safe with the bow. It's interesting it's actually really interesting what Otz plays safe and what he doesn't. Because Mogenkai, Otz has been in this game longer than Mogenkai. So Mogenkai fighting the hippo straight up with a melee weapon is like, okay, well then, why doesn't Otz just do that? There must be some risk that Otz isn't 100% comfortable with.
Yeah, and chat, I appreciate Otz. Otz is a team player, awesome guy. You don't have to worry about it. His hits don't count as double. His hits count the same as everybody else. We just have a mercy rule to avoid ridiculousness, which we've only encountered in 2 different tournaments. Actually, the Bloodborne any %, we had some wild runs against Vicar Amelia and Bloodstarved Beast, and some things just got completely out of control on hits just because that can happen in that game, right? I mean, that could happen today.
Oh, yeah, of course. Well, it's like the thing about Hitless is the strategies that are done in order to get a no-hit run are often very specific. In Bloodborne, they're actually incredibly specific and precise. And so often if you screw up, if you miss a successful strategy, what ends up happening is you just reset. However, in a tournament setting, you can't really do that, So generally, you want to work with safer strats, but there will be cases where, look at that, Drunkard just even avoiding that last enemy. There will be cases where, a mistake happens and it goes catastrophically, and then you just kind of have to say, okay, well, I'm out. That's the volatility of these runs. It's a tough break.
But the positive side is we still have 7 runners still running or to run in this tournament, and there's going to be a lot of action and a lot of fun, and we had a little bit of early craziness. There's much more to come.
Oh, yeah.
So don't freak out, chat. Game's not over.
We haven't even started this run.
Donnie's just going to go and beat Demon Souls no-hit now, and it's going to be the best day of his life. He'll have beat all 5 Souls games at the same time that we're doing a charity tournament, so that's beautiful.
Yeah, Mogen dead facing these pregnant goblin things.
Are they pregnant?
Throwing skulls.
Or
well, you look at their bellies and.
Did they just have a lot of Christmas dinner?
A lot of Christmas dinner. They're Christmas goblins. I think you're right. They're not pregnant. They just indulged on that one day of the year.
Exactly.
They found Jesus.
Live coming in with another $5. Thank you very much, dude. Otz says his hits can be worth double the hits. No. Tell Otz double divided by 2 are his hits.
Double divided by 2. That's a pretty good thing to say. Remember, guys, the prize pool or the charity, it directly benefits from your toothbrush purchases. So
yes,
if you're looking to make your money go a long way, you get a free toothbrush, and well, not a free one, but they'll double your money towards charity. That's a pretty good deal when it comes down to things.
No, it's perfect, right? Because you already get the benefit of like you're giving to sick children or kids in difficult situation, whichever it ends up being. Plus, you get stuff.
Yeah, you get something. So if you're gonna, you're gonna
like,
donate already,
your girlfriend will be happy, your mom will be happy,
Fresh Beth, if you have a dog and
your
dog
coworker. Oh yeah, you can use it on your dog. I think.
if you
I don't know
really
if they're
wanted...
approved for canine use.
That's a question we could probably ask the Quip people. Hey, and we can next tournament we'll bring you an answer and say these are approved or not approved for canine use.
Don't use it on doggo just yet. We got to make sure this is sanctioned.
You got to care for your pets.
Oh man.
So Otz is having some trouble here. He's speaking of dogs, he's got a dog right here who's misbehaving. Maybe if he had brushed his teeth, it would be behaving a little bit better.
Yeah.
But he's trying to hit it with the bow, and of course Dark Souls 2 dogs are a little bit scary, in that they act and they behave very sporadically. Their attack hitboxes and stuff are also a little bit off. He manages to deal with it there, but ideally you want to throw a firebomb or a fire arrow, blow up a barrel, and all the dogs will die, so you won't have to deal with them.
And you loot the box and you run out on the Dark Pursuer because you don't need to kill him.
Don't need to. No point.
And it's not a good idea because fighting Pursuers straight up with lower iframes where they'll be right now, you have to time your roll earlier than you ordinarily would. And so it just kind of throws your rhythm off.
Yeah.
You can do it. You just don't need to. So why press it?
It's an unnecessary risk. It doesn't give you too much benefit towards the run.
Yeah.
Oh, it looks like McDrunkard has upgraded his weapon. Now he's got a big spear. I think it's a bigger spear than Otz, so I don't know what that says, but hey.
Ooh. McDrunkard's trying to say.
He's trying to say, hey man, my spear is bigger. What are you gonna do now? We'll see if Otz can step up, or if he's just gonna stick with what he's got.
Jay Dozer coming in with the 5 sub gifts. Jay, thank you so much, man. Welcome, Flofo Trosh Bugs, Big Video Game Hunter, and Super Mup. Oh boy.
So myself, I don't think anybody actually, at this point, unless you're an avid watcher of Drunky or Otz, I have never seen, and I don't think a run has been completed with a different weapon as of yet. Most of the runs that have been done with the rapier.
It's true. It's like the only weapon in the game.
Yeah.
Do you know what's ironic about that though, right? Is that Dark Souls 2 has the most amount of build variety out of any of these games. And yet, the rapier's the only weapon you guys use.
Yeah, it's just like, okay, we're using this. And well, that has to do with that a lot of like basically the innovators in this game are going to be Otz and McDrunkard, right? They know the game the best. They know the strats the best. They know what the weapon choice and the spells the best. They know everything the best. So anything that they say kind of goes for the rest of the runners, because the other runners who are trying to do hitless runs are going to say, well, they're doing it like this. They know more than me. Might as well follow suit, and any innovations that come from there are not going to really be on weapon choice, but more on strategy choice.
That's true.
Okay,
and
look at that.
Backflipius, 200 bits. I'll double my donations if you double Otz's hits, Kappa. #charity. Oh, thank you so much, man. Yes, I would love to quadruple Otz's hits, except I need a real, honest, fair matchup between McDrunkard and Otz, because we had a tie last time. And in America, we don't like ties. Okay?
It was a good match for sure.
We want to see a tiebreaker.
we want to see someone win and someone lose, is what
Yes, we want to see someone cry in their Cheerios and somebody just be so excited to not win any money. I mean, to generate funds for charity. Man, Raz, you're starting to rub off on me a little bit, I think.
Well,
we're getting in trouble, man.
We've been commentating these tournaments for a while. I'd be surprised if we didn't.
I love commentating with you, man. You are...
Oh, yeah, it's great.
The best at it.
Whenever people talk about it, they say, hey, you and Raptor commentating together. It's good stuff. We really like it. So
I
Thank you, people, for saying that.
just hate it when you run into tournament because then you can't commentate, man. You just got to retire. You're too good to run now.
Well, it's like with. Well, I would love to retire. Honestly, I've been doing-
Roz is like,
been
I'm
doing
ready
these
to
games
retire.
for a long time.
Yeah.
But it's like, okay, so basically you got Hob, myself, Squilla, and Donnie, who have Hob and myself have done all the games no hit. So we're the only ones who've done that.
Yeah.
Donnie's very close and Squilla's very close. They're both going to be working on Demon Souls. And so because of that, there's not many people who can run all these different games. And so when tournaments come up and different games are in the tournaments, of course we're going to be, the first choices because it's like, oh, well, they can do all games. But anyway, back to the tournament. Something that happened that I wanted to talk about a little bit was when McDrunkard was going through the Shaded Woods, if people are paying attention, like they should, because this is a very exciting event, front pagers.
Nice plug. Hi, front page.
Yeah, hey, front page. So what they were doing
What's quality options look like front page? I wouldn't know. Sorry.
Oh, where Mogenkai's on Najka, Scorpion Queen Najka. So what he's doing here is he's trying to bait tail swipes. He didn't get one. This is actually really, really bad. He's gonna want a homeward bone.
The soul masses.
You can see on his face he's actually a little bit.
Yeah.
Whoa, that's it!
That's a single hit for Mogenkai. Oh,
and he's
Lord.
upset.
Well, I would be upset. Wouldn't you be upset?
Of course, that's the worst. That's like, okay,
Worst
so
RNG.
he did everything really good. So he's trying to bait a tail attack, and she should have given him a tail attack, but instead she summoned magic. Right then and there, he should have homeward boned. He didn't.
She's so mean.
And he ran away. And the problem with having magic in that fight is she can roll catch you. If you roll the magic, she can attack you while you're rolling the magic and roll catch you. And
yeah, so
I think
it's like a
that's what Mogenkai was
50-50
worried about.
almost. Yeah, and it's just like, do you do it? Yeah, you got to get out. But
You got to get out.
that was just bad RNG. Hopefully when he gets back in there, it doesn't happen again.
Oh, yeah.
That was unexpected. I don't think we had any hits on that split in the last tournament.
Oh, no. Well,
but they didn't get that setup
was...
either. Although one of them may have got kind of a wonky setup. I don't remember a bone out, though.
Yeah, it's tough. Usually you won't have to bone out because that's very rare. Like, it's very, very rare when that happens. She'll usually just do 2 tail attacks and you win the fight.
Man, those pregnant guys
pregnant or full?
Full. Those very full guys are, man, they're fast for having such big bellies.
Those very happy, Christmas-loving, young...
Well, they are green. Kind of more of a sickly green, though. It's kind of like...
Sickly green. Well, they ate too much. They had too much green
confirmed. They are, in fact,
sauce.
not pregnant.
No, we don't have pregnant people in this game.
And Najka's getting smacked in the face. We're going to get a reset.
Okay, so there's the tail attack. That's what Mogenkai was hoping for.
Beautiful. She's really bad.
He's going to try and bait another one.
She's trying so hard to hit him, but she's so bad at it.
She is bad at it, but Mogenkai also misses, saying, hey.
He did miss a...
He cuts off the tail.
Oh, my God. Does he get to craft that into some sick armor? Wait, this isn't Monster Hunter.
He gets to wrap it around his neck, but I've never seen that before, actually. I've not one. I didn't know you could cut off her tail. That's never happened.
I haven't seen that in a long time. That was...
Yeah.
Wow. The swag. Hey, if you're going to take a hit, when you go back in, you got to cut half of her tail off, man.
You gotta remove part of her body. You gotta
one tail cut for
limbs.
Every hit, guaranteed.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I want to see some maximum tail cutting, maximum tail cuttery for the top runners as well.
Well, Raptor, do you think that since we're gonna see the Rotten fight a total of 12 times now?
Oh man, 12! How exciting!
12 Rotten fights. Oh, look at that. Donnie took a hit, but, different game.
Faraz, you're ruining the immersion. I have an overlay over his...
Sorry. Do you think that we will see any of the Rotten's limbs getting not decapitated, but disembodied?
I think Mogenkai, that may be his go-to strategy. Now, I don't know that you can cut a tail very well with a spear, but maybe...
Maybe. I mean, maybe Mogenkai will be known. This is his first tournament after all as a limb remover.
Yeah. Well, we're going to see it again. Are we going to get some shittiness or are we going to get a GG easy tail swipe?
Oh, probably GG.
Back swipe.
These two.
Ooh, slam. All right.
Look, McDrunkard's even stylish with his lightning resin.
He's going for the cut. No.
Oh,
I was getting excited, but I don't think he is. No.
So one of the reasons that he's doing what he's doing in terms of stamina management, you saw he could have attacked an extra time there, is Dark Souls 2 has like another mechanic to it, which other Souls games don't have, in that if you run out of stamina, it takes forever to come back. And not only that, but you lose even more iframes if you try and dodge. It's the weirdest thing for some reason. But if you have not enough stamina for a full roll of stamina, you only get partial iframes, and you might take damage during a roll, which is, of course, in a hitless tournament, not a good thing.
Yeah. If you are just joining for the first time, guys, we did have some unfortunate situation with Donnie. He did take some very early hits on Pursuer, so he is maxed out at 6 hits. If you type in !max hits, it'll show you the maximum hits. Kind of a mercy rule for each of the 2 different games that are going to be on today. 6 on Dark Souls 2, 10 on Bloodborne. We give more to Bloodborne because it's more bosses. And
it's all bosses too.
I don't have a baseline. I have no clue how this is going to go. This could be really, really good, or it could be a cluster of all clusters. I'm hoping it goes well, though.
Well, we'll see. It's this thing.
I know you've all been practicing a lot. I've seen a lot of it. You guys have been on the grind, man.
Oh yeah, of course. And it's the holidays too, so it's not like we got the most amount of time to practice, but whatever time we had, we put into practicing. So I think it'll be okay. It's still fresh.
Yeah.
I'll of course be avoiding Cannon Alley because that's the hardest part of the game.
And I apologize that this tournament got in the way of your smashing the world practice. I know you're an elite smasher. It's very exciting.
Well,
you'll be able to get back to that after today.
One thing that actually I was going to say, if K Witty and I were on opposite teams, was that if we tied, I would have asked him to say, okay, let's play a best of 3 and Smash to settle it.
I know.
I think that would have been pretty fun. But K Witty and I are on the same team, so I guess we could do that with Squilla if he wanted to. But or if Colmer has the game, I don't think he does. But I think that would be a fun thing to do.
Yeah, I don't like ties.
No.
But I do like tiebreakers, especially if they're fun. So I am actually not opposed to that. So a little preview for next month. This is kind of like an appetizer to the next tournament. We are actually going to be doing like a much larger bracket for both DS2 any percent and Bloodborne all bosses. And we're going to have more runners than you've ever seen. And so this is a good warm up for that, but it's going to be exciting. We're thinking late next month for the next one. And so, yeah, you may need to spend some practice time on that again, less smashing, but it's going to be fun. And yeah, I mean, we could come up with some sort of tiebreaker thing, especially if it's between you and K-Dub. I think that would be fitting.
Oh, of course. Yeah. So, this is basically like, this tournament is basically like the precursor tournament to see if this works, if it's good, you know, if we can manage it. So if you like this sort of thing, make sure you follow Raptor's channel, you know, because next month we're going to be doing the big tournament, like the actual big tournament. And then after that, I think a month or 2 after that is when Sekiro comes out, and we've got some very exciting things coming out for Sekiro that I don't think anybody else is going to do, partly because they can't, you know, but if you like that kind of stuff, if you're interested in these things, if you like these games, you're going to love the content that these tournaments are coming out with.
You know what? I agree with everything you just said.
Oh, it's great, man. It's a really cool thing, you know?
And Sabaka Black says, 200 bits. Let's all give Donnie a virtual hug. Wish them a good time. Yes. Thank you, Sabaka. I appreciate the positivity. This is a great community. It's a great community of people. Great runners. I love working with you guys.
Oh yeah, it's great, Raptor, because like hitless runs in themselves. Well, we're going into.
Ooh, this is a deadly fight. This fight here.
The congregation
has emotional ties here for McDrunkard, which we can talk about later. But
yeah,
right now he's just picking off these little zombies. Gonna get in here.
He's got the advantage of the spear, so it's a little bit easier.
Yeah, the range is actually kind of nice on this fight.
All he has to worry about now is the range attacks from the main Magus.
Yep.
and these little crawly boys on the ground, they can actually hit you.
And
oh, he misses there. Look at that.
No backstabs.
No backstabs. He doesn't want backstabs because backstabs are something that you get partial iframes from as well.
And it can take away your world first run.
It can, yeah, and you can lose it to Hob, who of course is wonderfully deserved.
An amazing guy. Yeah, if you're gonna lose to somebody, Hob's the guy to lose to.
Yeah, Hob's quite the man. Look at that, it's missing. So this is the thing with these weapons, and
weird
the
little
crawly
hitbox.
boys especially. Yeah, they got weird hitboxes. So that's another thing about DS2 is not all weapons hit all things. Like Crystal Lizards specifically, a lot of people will use bows or the mace for Crystal Lizards because the attack pattern will actually hit them. But a lot of weapons don't hit them. And
or a club.
Losing
apparently
chunks.
Works just fine because Ots just clubbed the shit out of that guy.
There you go, or a club, and you gotta know.
Speaking of which, he is using a club. He's had so many different weapons on now. I heard chat say he's going to use the Uchi Katana later. Like, I don't even know what's going on. Like, it's...
Ots is a stylish man. Like, you know how I was saying, or we were saying that Gino is like kind of Neo in the Matrix of DS3? That is basically Ots for DS2, and McDrunkard's not too far from behind.
It's true.
And I don't want to leave Mogenkai out, but he's got that beginner's luck. Like, Mogenkai is kind of jack of all trades as well because he's working on Bloodborne. Like, if you had a tournament with DS2 or Bloodborne, Mogenkai could play either game because he's well versed.
I think if you had, this would be interesting. I don't know how this would all work out though. But if you had like a God Run kind of tournament where like, you know, the 4 or 5, 6 runners who could potentially do all 5 games actually had to do all 5 games.
You know, I think that would be actually pretty exciting, except it would have to be over a 5-day period.
Oh, yeah. No, you have to have some time to practice and recalibrate new controls, new console, new whatever. Yeah, I mean, it's... literally, you would be playing on 3 different platforms.
Oh, yeah, like a week-long, 5-day tournament. And it's like, you know, everybody's very good at these games, and so you could incorporate reset rules or something. Drunkard was a little bit risky there.
Think about it this way,
that
too.
That could be a fun thing.
There could be some strategy involved in terms of practice time, right? So if you kind of acknowledge that somebody's maybe the dominant player in Dark Souls 3, right? Or the dominant player in Bloodborne, you spend less time practicing on that, right? Mm-hmm. And you just focus on your 2 or 3 games that you feel like you have the competitive advantage on. That would be really interesting, actually.
Oh yeah. Or like, hey, if you're not good at a game, or if there's a game where you're liable to take more hits.
Yeah.
For example, Demon Souls, then it's like you put all your practice there because if you make a mistake in any other game, you'll take 1 or 2, whereas in Demon Souls, you're gonna take like 10.
Yep.
So yeah, no, there's a lot of cool stuff, a lot of analysis that can be done, a lot to be talked about if a tournament like that happened, for sure.
Yep.
Okay. Ots is going past the Hide Night. You remember what happened here last time, Raptor?
There was a hit, but why?
It's because he shot it. Yeah, crowed it. So Ots' 2 hits last tournament was right here at this part of the run when he was explaining. He literally said, "Do not hit this,"
and then he
accidentally hit it, and it hit him back twice. So that's why he said, "Don't hit it."
Which. It's funny because of the routes that they take and they're skipping optional stuff. Like they don't really encounter many of the Hate Knights, but yes, he did manage to get hit by one. And they are very deadly, by the way.
Oh, yeah, 100%. They got some big hit boxes. Other thing I'll note here, Raptor, did you see Ots do that zip line?
Yes.
With his bare hand?
Because he's a PUBG expert, man. He's flying around the map. He's trying to land on somebody and just like, yeah. I mean, I guess those more like Black Ops 4. But regardless... He's
that's
an action hero.
Because I think Ots has a video on YouTube about PUBG with over 10 million views.
He does.
Yeah, that's an impressive thing. You know, 10 million is not easy to hit.
He is one of the few runners in these tournaments, besides yourself, that have spent any significant amount of time on any other game, not SoulsBorne related. Like in terms of like competitive content, stuff like that. Most everybody else is like all SoulsBorne all the time. You two in particular.
Well, it's a very fickle life living on Twitch, creating content. Because Ots originally started on YouTube. One of the things Ots told me, and it's actually it's very true, and it's very good that he knows this, is in content creation, if you do not change, you die. Like, because no
Mhm.
matter what, your game's going to stagnate. So,
Like the tournaments,
Odds-
right? We
true,
can't
yeah.
just keep running Dark Souls 3 any percent. We've done 3 of them, and by the third one, I was like, yeah, this is cool.
but we've seen it two other
we've
times.
seen it
yeah.
a lot. We have to mix it up, you know?
Mhm. You
That
got to
is an
innovate
excellent
for
point.
sure. You have to innovate, and when there's a limitation to your innovation in terms of game choice, oh look at that. Sorry, I keep seeing Donnie's screen. That starts to be a problem. So you gotta innovate to live well. That your audience kind of has to diversify in their tastes as well, and that's why I think Souls becoming a little bit different with Sekiro and Code Vein and Neo 2 and all these potential challenge runs and tournaments and adding in things like Smash and stuff like that. Oh man, like it just opens up opportunity for a whole new level of exciting things to watch. You know, it's a really cool thing, Raptor.
I agree with that. It's very exciting. No, it's an interesting business, right? And but it's about entertaining, and it's about doing something that's also entertaining to you. So you got to have fun with it, and that's what's great because these guys love what they're doing, and
of course, yeah.
and that's the beauty of it.
You got to look at it as in like, hey, if there are people that enjoy watching these things and enjoy doing these things, but it hasn't been tapped into or established yet, it's like, well, how far can it go? And it's like you got to take it as far as it can as it can possibly go to maximize the benefits to everybody. You know, it's just like it's a really good thing.
Goes as far as you want to take it, and there's that quick shot arrow. It's still a little slow, but you know, it's I see what you mean with the projectiles in this game. There are just more of them. They're more accurate. Scarier. We got a little pirate here.
They're faster.
He's
Okay,
dead.
so Otz is in the Black Gulch. I think this is where Drunky had to deal with Forlorn last time. I don't think there was a Forlorn invasion this time.
Oh, we had a little bit of buffering there on Otz, but we're back in. He's just very carefully destroying all of these statues. So
Of course, he's in Spain, so it's a little bit farther away.
that is true.
So these statues, what they do is they spit poison. So why he's being so meticulous in destroying them is because if one of them hits you with their poison projectiles, that's a hit. And of course, since there's like 700 of them, that's 700 opportunities to get hit. So, you know, he's being very careful. He's saying like, okay, I don't want to risk any hits here. I'm just going to destroy all of them, take an extra bit of time.
It's also not the kind of hit you want because it's kind of a baby hit, you know? So, like, you can keep getting hit over and over again. Versus, like, a one-shot attack that's like, oh, I took a hit and I got to run back. But you don't have to be... That's a physiological response, man. You got to sneeze, you got to sneeze.
Right, yeah, you're right. And you're right about this thing, too. The baby hits, they can stack up very, very quickly and very easily.
We've seen that today, in fact. So, you know, even if they're kind of moderately sized babies, you know, very, very hefty babies, it's still, you can take a lot of hits before the baby finally kills you.
And that's the thing too, is you gotta think about your mentality, because when you're competing in an environment like this where you're looking at your run and you know there's 3 other runners competing against you, or I guess 2 other runners competing against you, you got to think, oh man, I got hit. Has someone else gotten hit? And then you start thinking thoughts that aren't conducive to the focus you need to get through these runs. And then that starts a tilt process, which can lead to multiple hits over a very short period of time. So baby hits, while they don't seem like much, you know, you got to worry about them. You got to be careful.
Yeah, it's just hard to shake off, especially when you only get one shot. I wish there was some way to condense these runs into like a 15-20 minute kind of match so that people could get like, you know,
multiple
best of 3, best of 5 kind of things. I just don't think this is the game for it. You could do boss rushes, but
yeah,
I don't know. That's I don't know. It just
doesn't showcase the game in its fullness. Look at this wonky throwing mechanic.
Flexile sentry in the upper left.
Flexile is an easy boss. One thing that's happening here is the water level is rising, so you're actually on a timer for this boss, because if the water level rises high enough, you can't really roll well.
Yep. It's basically a DPS check, and he's also going to stay on the mace side because it is less scary.
Yeah, the sword side has multiple hit combos that you can't actually roll through consistently. The mace side is a lot easier.
Yep.
Okay. He's halfway done. It's looking pretty good.
Yep.
He's not punishing the single hits. Of course, Flexile Sentry can, from there, do a 2 or 3 hit combo. So usually you want to bait out the combo and then punish there because it's completely safe. Like
and that's a GG for Drunky.
Easy.
Faraaz, at what point of the game do you finally get a level of ADP that you feel pretty comfortable? Like, how far in does it take for you to get there?
Oh, so I don't know if we've talked about this.
No.
But so, again, just for everybody watching, ADP is directly linked to your iframes. And iframes, for people who don't know what iframes are, is when you roll, you get a certain amount of invincibility frames where you can't get hit. And that's pretty important.
Yes, for not getting hit. Yes.
For a hitless run.
Yeah.
So, in Dark Souls 2, it's unique to Dark Souls 2. The more ADP you get, the more iframes you get. And you need a certain amount to feel comfortable, as in, like, hey, this is a Souls game. So we get ADP really, really quickly. Probably around the time we get to Najka, we have enough. However, Drunky and Otz have a side challenge going, and Otz is in Rotten, but he'll have to kill this 4 times, so it doesn't matter, where they're actually doing limited ADP. They're only going to 22 ADP when the safest and most comfortable place is about 32 or 48, depending on what you want.
I would say 32 is fine for most, but yeah, that's when it feels more like Dark Souls 1, or Dark Souls 3, I guess.
Yeah,
but more's always better, right? I mean, just helps you out.
Yeah.
Oh, we did get a limb cut in the upper right.
Hey, that's wonderful. Rotten doesn't even care.
First limb slice off.
Just kind of backs up into the fire and says, "Hey, take this."
Interestingly, too, no Red Tear Submarine set up on this one. I don't think anybody does. Maybe you do. If anyone...
Most people do, except for Otz. Otz is used to doing this run with the Flynn's ring, which he gets from the DLC.
Yeah, he's a funny guy. So, in fact, the opposite of what I just said. This is weird. The normal, low health. But the issue with the RTSR, and something that I think Otz doesn't like about it anyway, is that, if you were to kind of step into the fire, that's instant death. The fire damage itself isn't a hit, but a death is. So
yeah, it's a deathless run, of course, because it's hitless. So
right,
that's important. I think Otz's reasoning was because he does not like to step into the fire by accident. Like, he doesn't want to risk it. That's why he doesn't do that. Here, he did step in the fire a bit. He didn't get RTSR completely, so I'm actually not sure what he's doing.
I'm not sure what the point was of that. Yeah,
it's interesting. We'll have to see.
This is the only Souls game that actually gives you anything at the end for not dying through the whole playthrough.
Oh yeah, it's built in. If you do this without bonfires, you get a certain ring.
Yeah.
And if you do this without a death, I think, right?
Yeah.
You get a certain thing. You don't get anything for hitless.
And an achievement, I mean, like, what if this would be evil, but what if Miyazaki patched into every single Souls game? In order to get the platinum trophy on PlayStation, you had to do hitless throughout the entire game. Like, how evil would that be?
There would probably be more hitless runners for sure. Well, actually,
I'm getting that platinum, man.
Yeah,
I'm studying up.
Some 7-year-old kid prodigy who's just like, man, I need that platinum.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is what Otz was doing. He was setting up RTSR to kill these giants, which is interesting. It's likely because he'll need the giant soul later on in the run.
Yeah.
And that's another mechanic that is unique to Dark Souls 2, but I think he's just getting that out of the way right now.
This is for Otz later because he likes to watch the VODs. He likes to hear what we say about him later. He's going to say, God damn it, I wrote out all my instructions of my entire run and gave you a video, McRaptor, and you didn't remember the giants. And Otz, I am sorry.
You know what I gotta say about Otz is actually he is very thorough. Like, he's very hardworking,
meticulous.
And thorough.
Oh my lord!
He does things properly. Like, he commits to whatever he's doing. That's a very admirable thing from him, because you don't get that from a lot of people. You get Otz in a tournament, like, you want Otz to be there because you know that. I was
just gonna say that. You're reading my mind. He's like the perfect tournament runner to have. Like, he's on top of it. He's organized. He always practices up, and oh man. Just clone a bunch of him.
He does what he says. He gets things hyped up. He is great. And he does this consciously. It's not like he's doing this by accident.
Nope.
He's like, this is what needs to be done. This would be good. I'm going to do it. And it's like, wow, that's really cool. Like, that's great, man.
You know what I would do if I were to create like the perfect tournament environment? I would clone a bunch of Otzes for the runners, right? And I would clone a bunch of you for the commentators, and then I would just stand back and let all the robots do the work. It would be so good. It'd be so good.
Ideally, we would have a huge team running things, and then we could make these things sustainable and lovely. So
yeah, then you and I could just pop the champagne and chill, you know? And
the rosé.
The rosé.
The rosé.
Rosé for all the runners.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
No. So, of course, if you guys like this run, if you like these tournaments and stuff, you know, make sure you let us know. Make sure you say that you want more if you do, because it's important that
yeah, and tag
feedback.
Twitch on Twitter and ask them for quality options.
Ask them for quality options, yeah.
Everybody tag Twitch right now on Twitter and be like, yo, where's the quality?
You know, yeah, if you're in Zimbabwe and you have bad internet and you're just, tired of the buffering, hey, man, you got to tag Twitch asking for the quality options, because that's an important thing.
Ooh, look at that perfect setup there with the cat ring on the left. Man.
Yep. Yeah, this is a tough drop because you need the silver cat ring to make it down here without dying. The intended way, I believe, is getting like ladder smith.
Yeah, you gotta like do all this silly questing and yeah. But the cat,
you gotta go into
cat ring
Earthen
works.
Peak. Yeah, cat ring works great, and it's thank God it's like right beside the pit. You buy it from that, that feisty cat, and that's how you get down with base vitality. And in some classes, you need to get a little bit more, and the cat ring, you could make that drop every time. And that's how. Yeah,
FaraazKhan, we have failed our first missed hit.
Oh no! Oh no!
We're having so much fun talking about the perfect runners and the perfect rosé.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
A flexile split hit for Mog's at 2.
No!
Yeah, it happened, dude. Your team.
Well, Mogenkai is basically evening it up now, because there's that mercy rule, right? So so Mogenkai's at 2 now.
Oh man, yeah, that's the official count.
And this is, of course, by no means over, like at all. You got to think about this.
No.
As some of the easier bosses in the game. The hardest boss in this run is the second last boss, and it's Throne Watcher and Defender, and that's gonna be, basically the true test to see, okay, are these guys worth their salt? Because that fight can go many different ways at any time when you have 2 enemies. It's like ONS in Dark Souls 1, you can just get roll caught, and it's just like, well, there's nothing to do about it.
Now look, chat. Nobody's supposed to get hit until the Black Gulch, okay? So if somebody's got hit, prior to the Black Gulch, and we missed it, they're not following the rules.
That's true. Yeah. That's on them. That's not on us.
Come on, guys. We're raising money for charity, okay? This isn't like some sick double elimination $5 million prize pool. No, I'm kidding. We'll do better, Chad. I'm sorry.
Dare you, Chad?
I never say I'm sorry either, because even when we mess up, if it's part of the tournament, it's as it's supposed to be.
It's
but
fair game. That's how it's supposed to be.
Missing hits is bad.
Hey, think about it like this.
Does anybody have a clip of that hit on the flexile split, though?
You got to work with what we got. So ideally, you got commentators, and then you also got people who change overlays and do that. And then
Kevin, the engineer, was supposed to give us the information. He was supposed to send me a message and put it into our headsets, but he didn't do shit.
You got to get rid of Kevin, man. He's been dropping.
You know what? That's actually a legit thing. I actually do want like an engineer, like assistant, right?
Mm-hmm.
Who's just in the call, and when a hit happens, if you and I are just memeing hard, we're like, this just in from the news desk. There was a hit on Flexile Sentry. Yeah. Mogenkai's had 2 hits, right?
Then we can work that in. No problem. It's like, oh yeah, we totally caught that. Like, yeah, Mogenkai, man, jeez, that's a rough hit.
Yeah. All right. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So Otz is going into his second bout with.
That was a long setup there between his giants and yeah.
Yeah, you gotta wonder.
Is this a different weapon that he came in with last time?
I think this is the Uchigatana now.
Yeah,
so you said he was going with the Uchigatana?
No, chat called that. Look, chat, we caught that. And it's glowing blue. It's a magic one.
He's got the I forgot. It's not sticky white stuff in this game. It's aromatic ooze. They were a little bit more careful with their naming.
Not sticky white stuff. Yeah.
In Demon Souls, the magic buff, which is what this is called sticky white stuff.
Was that a translation thing, or did they know?
You know, I'm hoping they know. I'm hoping they knew. Sorry, because I think that'd be great. I mean, really, when you think about it, what's wrong with sticky white stuff? It's just sticky white stuff. I mean, honey is sticky yellow stuff, right? So
this isn't news to chat because chat already saw it. But yeah, Mog got hit before the second pursuer, the black pursuer with the treasure chest. He got hit, just in a random spot by a knight. See, guys, that's not supposed to happen.
Oh, that's a rough thing. But again, Mogenkai is a little bit newer to this run compared to Otz and McDrunkard, who again, they're basically the specialists of this run. Like, they dictate how things go. And that's why they've added a handicap to their run. You know, they've added hey, we're going to use less ADP, and we're going to use a different weapon each. Because, you know, doing a normal any percent when you're a specialist of this run, it's like a Friday night.
Well, that's not an exciting hit, but hits are hits, right?
Hits are hits, yeah.
And look what we got in the upper right going on here. We got some weird routing. What is going on?
So this is cool. This is what we were talking about. He's going into the DLC. I believe this is Shulva, which, of course, why it's named that, who knows? But this is Shulva, and he's going to go in here, and he's going to get a bonfire aesthetic and the Flynn's ring. And so you'll see the other runners going to get a bonfire aesthetic from, I think, the Lost Bastille or somewhere around there. And they go through Najka in order to do that. Like, Mogenkai went through Najka.
Yep.
That's where he took his hit. Otz doesn't actually deal with Najka or the Shaded Woods, that area of the Shaded Woods at all, because he goes here for the bonfire aesthetic, which is what, of course, you need to fight Rotten multiple times. You need 3 bonfire aesthetics to fight Rotten 4 times. You need to fight Rotten 4 times. In order to get 1 million soul memory.
1 million!
Basically 1 million souls, yeah. So that you don't have to fight the other 3 bosses that have the Lord Souls or the Great Souls or whatever, so that you can progress in the game. That was really long-winded, but hold on. There's a little bit more. So
but
the reason but wait, there's more. The reason you don't want to fight those bosses is because you'll have to go through areas like the Old Iron Keep.
That place is terrible, by the way.
A few other.
Or Hitless, it's really bad.
It's super terrible. Like, there's dragon archers everywhere, and there's like 5 bowmen at once shooting at you. There's katana boys running at you, and they run faster than you, and they have very quick attacks. And then there's invasions and stuff like that, and it's just generally not a good place to go for Hitless. So the way we did the routing here, when we did this run initially, was we said, no, we're not doing that. We're going to take advantage of soul memory.
So there you go.
There you go. That's the explanation on that.
It's just a cheesy little way to get around all that bullshit. Which is interesting that they actually included that in the game, by the way.
The soul memory?
Just being able to skip so much to get to the end with the soul memory. Like, what was going through their head when they're like, well, if you get 1 million, you get to go by.
Yeah,
like,
that's very interesting, actually. What is the thought process behind that? Yeah.
Yeah, that's wild, man. But, oh no, thought we had a Forlorn. We do not yet. We still haven't seen a Forlorn.
Yeah, no, that's good. Maybe we'll see one later. But last time we saw them both in the Black Gulch. And interesting about that is like saying like, hey, like, okay, well, Dark Souls 2 was made by a different team than Dark Souls 1, Bloodborne, and Demon Souls, as well as Dark Souls 3. So you got to say, okay, well, maybe they were trying to just take the game as it was before and make it better, and their strategy for making it better.
McDrunkard's good. Oh. Okay, yep. I don't know if that's... is that
he's
RTSR?
Got the cat ring on. No,
he's got the wrong ring on.
There you go.
I was like, it looks like a good health amount. Okay, all right. Mm-hmm. All right, game on.
Game on, here we go. Now,
what is he doing again? What was he doing again?
He's checking his rings. I don't know what he's doing with his rings.
He's checking them twice. Gonna find out Rod's been not here. Nice.
oh man, Windows Defender summary. Okay, so, But that speaks to
he's out of stamina, but he's out of range. Oh my gosh, this rotten fight for Oz.
It's rough. Oh my god. But he's making it a little bit rougher. But that's that's how confident he is.
Yeah.
Of course, if you're out of stamina, you only get partial iframes on a dodge, so you don't want to do that. Being very careful here.
Keep your stamina up. Yeah, he did run out earlier, but he was able to get out of the enemy's range, so it didn't matter.
Yeah.
Slam down.
That's a really bad position.
That with the fire, that could be a death right there.
Yeah. You notice he goes for the hand, hoping to cut it off. He's strafing attacks instead of dodging them, which is again a very good thing. Cool thing. Shows how much he knows this fight.
Yep. Tolo
there.
No roll strats are sweet to watch, man.
Oh yeah.
All right, that's a GG on that one. Only got
first
40 more to go.
First rotten down for Drunky. I believe 2 are down for Otz, so there's that. And Mogenkai's killing some dog beast thing that I've never seen in the light in Black Gulch.
He likes to hang out in the dark. He's very ugly.
Oh, he's terribly ugly.
I did not consult the wiki today. I actually have literally no clue what that guy's called. It's probably something stupid like Gulch Monster. Gulch Doggo. Like, I'm sure somebody knows though.
I hope it's Gulch Doggo.
Usually have some sort of idea what he might be called, but I literally do not know what that thing is called.
Gulch Dog. That sounds absolutely wonderful.
Oh man.
Yeah, Mogenkai's hair seems to be going a little bit more and more
it's above the green screen, man. It's out of this atmosphere.
Yeah, I haven't seen him touch it or anything, so this is like it's got a mind of its own. Maybe he's gonna pull some 6 strats out.
This is an early stream for him. He obviously didn't have time to wash the hair, but do you think he used his Quip toothbrush to brush his teeth before the tournament?
Maybe he did, and I gotta say, if he did, man, his teeth must be clean and feeling good, because that's a great toothbrush.
Yeah. And again, $50 basically goes, so if you guys spend $25 for a starter kit at Quip using the affiliate link below on the buttons, or type in !Quip, it'll give you the link there. Literally, you will support charity by $50 for $25, so...
It's great, yeah.
Pretty good deal.
They double your investment. Not a lot of sponsors do that. And like I got a toothbrush a while ago. Like I got one of these Quips, and it's actually like I'm not a big fan of toothbrushes. Usually I just use the hard bristled ones. But this is something that I enjoy owning.
Well, it's like
and I can say that honestly.
There were other sponsors we were looking at too, like the razor blades thing. I was like, everybody on Twitch has a beard. So like why would we promote like, oh, check out these razor blades that Faraz and I would never use because we have beards? I'm like, we do brush our teeth though, so I was like, I can get behind that.
Everybody brushes their teeth, and they made something that actually is really cool. It's like a toothbrush of the future. Like if you know how like there's all these commercials for Corningwell or something like that. And Apple kind of went with the design with their iPhones of this futuristic, sleek design. Yeah. Just like looks nice, like you're from the year 2077.
Yeah.
These are some
do you know
aesthetically pleasing
I want to see though, and this is legit, and this is a gaming product. I want to see an official like Team Hitless sponsored controller, right? Like an official licensed scuff controller, like, approved by Hitless runners. Like, wouldn't that be amazing?
Approved by Hitless runners. Oh, that's going to be tough. But man, yeah, that would be good. That would say like, hey, this is what the people that no-hit games use, step up your game. That would be a great slogan.
It's like in the NBA when they have their official shoes, and they wear them in the game. What if you guys all had like your own controller?
A scuff controller? Hey, man, that could be something we could see in the future for sure. Like, definitely.
That would be buy one. I'd pick it up and be like, all right, I'm going to go hitless now. And I jump into the game. And I was like, I just got hit by 10 things. What's wrong with this controller, man? No, but
we could do giveaways for hitless controllers,
that'd be sweet,
nerds
man.
Gaming life. Oh, that'd be great.
As long as we can get like your face plastered on the front plate, that would be like.
You could have the little buttons, each one of the hitless people's faces. That
man, I could smash Hob's face all the time. Squilla. And
yeah, you got to press the Squilla button a bunch. Yeah,
Hob would definitely be the roll button, man. He would be circle.
Yeah. He's a roller boy. He is definitely a Roly Boy.
Oh man,
That's something I was gonna say actually. Is like Hob has a nickname. You know, he's known as the Roly Boy now.
He is.
He's of course the Roly Boy. I feel like the other there's got to be other nicknames for the other hitless runners based on stylistic preference. I think that would be a good thing. So chat or front page, you know, if you have any any suggestions for nicknames for these wonderful runners, you know, feel free to let us know.
Yeah, I'm sure Otz's chat has some nicknames for him. They're very supportive, but also they're big memesters, dude.
Oh yeah, 100%.
We
Massive
are
memesters.
back on the Rotten. This is thrilling content. We have not seen all 12 yet.
What is this? Yeah, this is Rotten 4 of 12. I think. Yeah, Rotten 4.
Feels like it's 35, but yeah.
2 for Drunky, 2 for Otz. Of course, Drunky is opting to go for his RTSR setup.
Yep.
Hey, if you guys have specific questions for any of the runners, make sure you go and tune into their chats. You can ask them. They, of course, do read their chats, unlike other stuck-up gamers.
Wow. I don't know who that was a shot at, but man.
Well, it's true, you know. But yeah, any questions they can answer better than us because they, of course, are themselves, and we are just absolutely amazing and fantastic commentators.
Yes. Well, at least 50% of us are. Oh, man.
Okay. All right. Okay, so anyway, so again, the reason that Drunkard and, well, all the runners are fighting the Rotten 4 times is because they need to accrue enough soul memory. It's interesting. Drunky doesn't have his clothing on.
No.
He doesn't. Yeah, he's being a shirtless boy today, which is a little bit scary now that I think about it, because you need that clothing on
Yeah.
to get the Silver Serpent effect, to get enough souls, to have enough soul memory to get through the Shrine of Winter door, I believe it's called.
Is this a weight issue? Like, what is, like, why?
Maybe. It could be. Yeah, actually, it could be a weight issue. Maybe he doesn't want to level the stats, so he's just going to put all the clothing on
At the end?
At the end. We'll have to see.
Which
Yeah, it's something
should
I
be
didn't
fine. He
notice.
was able to switch a ring out in the middle of a boss fight. I think he can switch a shirt on at the end, but
He's got those fast hands for sure. Look at that. That
Yeah.
slick hair and those fast hands, man.
yep.
Oh, yeah, he goes for it. Look how quick he is. Oh, man.
And
He
that's
is a quick boy.
oh, he must be using that official Team Hitless controller
You
for,
must be,
for
yeah.
item management.
That's definitely been made. Oh, man, those extra buttons with the hitless faces on them.
I just want to have your and
fast.
Hob and like Squilla and Otz's faces or something on those buttons, man. I just want to punch you guys like every day.
Well, that's not like a punch. It's like a gentle thumb caress. You know, you
Yes, I'm just petting your head.
You're just petting, yeah, our noses, our faces and stuff in a very
Yeah.
forceful manner, you know?
All
You ever
right.
have like those family members who like come and like shake your hand and they like crush them, but they're like, haha,
Yeah.
it's all good, you know?
Yeah,
it's like
that's weird. I don't want to shake your hand, like, yeah.
yeah, just shake my hand. Don't
It's
break
like
my
a
bones.
business deal, like, come on. It's just
They're actually jealous of your video game prowess because
Ah.
everybody knows what I'm talking about. They're trying to squeeze that life out of you.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah. Okay, look at Otz here taking advantage of this inch-high wall to,
Yeah.
to stave off the guy with the lance. He's being very specific here. It's like he's in an invisible prison cell. This guy
Yeah.
just cannot
It's an-
approach.
Interesting situation. It's like
Very
he's
interesting.
got some ancient runes down that he cannot cross the barrier.
Oh, there he goes. He throws the skull to get these guys off his back so they don't chase him. And this
Right.
is something that's really cool because this is something that only Oz does in his runs. And it's like, this is purely his routing, purely his game knowledge. So somehow, some way, he figured out that if you go into that room and you stand in that square, you have holy protection against the devil's disciples.
The devil's disciples.
the demonic army of
Ape Jesus?
of Ape Jesus. Of
Wrong
Ape
game.
Jesus.
Wrong game.
He's-
Ape
he's made
Jesus
it
from
back.
Dark Souls 3. Okay. All right. There will be none of him today. Oh, boss
Oh,
battle
Jesus,
engaged. Man,
Jesus.
Mogenkai loves the cinematics, dude.
He does. You see, he nodded his head and his hair bounced.
Yes.
Was that him nodding his head and his hair
He
bouncing? Or
also has his cat ring on.
His hair bouncing and then his nod heading.
Everybody's coming in with the cat ring instead of the RTSR. This is funny. Okay.
That's true.
He just
There's
switched
a lot going on, yeah.
Yeah, no, there's a lot going on in your head. Which he hasn't had the opportunity to experience in a hitless tournament environment. He's done a lot of runs, but tournaments, especially on
this is his
FaraazKhan's
first one.
like hacked front page, like that's a big no pressure, man.
No pressure, Mogenkai.
Yeah, that's wild, dude. All right,
He's doing this fight interesting. He's doing it unlocked.
Yeah.
And he turns his back to the Rotten. This is actually a little bit dangerous because, of course, the Rotten has that big attack, like the massive
explosion.
Yeah, and the beam that travels in a forward projection.
Which we haven't seen because of the range these guys are at, I believe.
Yeah, so it's
But
a
he goes
very
pretty
scary
far.
thing.
Yeah,
Mogenkai's-
he's kind of kiting him around. He must have seen the beam before though, because
He's fighting this like people fight Lawrence in Bloodborne. Actually, the cheese method for Lawrence, where you just run back and forth. I don't know if you've seen that, but that's how he fought the Rotten, which is interesting.
yeah, well, it worked. I mean, he didn't get tested with any crazy attack, but that seems consistent given what was thrown at him.
Yeah, no, he made it. You make it out with no hits, you've done your job.
Uh-oh, we have Twitch staff in chat. Ophelia, guys, all the fun has ended. Tournament's over.
Oh,
Ophelia
man,
shutting
Ophelia.
this shit down. Just kidding. Welcome, Ophelia.
Welcome, Ophelia. Ophelia just had 2 weeks off, actually. Now she's back and revitalized and
All right.
ready
It's
to
that
go.
sweet corporate job. You get paid time off, man.
Mm-hmm. And no, of course, I met her at TwitchCon, and she was absolutely wonderful. Ophelia gives really good hugs.
Oh,
That's one thing that characterizes her. And she's short too, so it's like, well, it's a good hug.
I don't know where to go with that, but I will trust you, Faraz, that her short hugs.
Short hugs, man. Those are the best hugs. Okay.
We have certain limitations due to our corporate sponsors today, so
Yeah. So
We
you
will-
see there, look. Oh, he actually got vitality. So what we were saying earlier with Drunkard, in that he was getting,
who's taking his shirt off?
he's taking his clothes off. Yeah, it was. You were right, Raptor. It was because of the weight that he had. So right then and there, he leveled up some vitality instead of dexterity, which is mostly what you want.
So he doesn't have to take his shirt off anymore.
Mm-hmm.
He's now back to being a never nude.
And you look, he only has 24 ADP, which means he has probably about 2/3 of the iframes that he wants generally in a run. And I believe Otz is running the same thing. So there's evidence right there. No cheat engine, I don't think, but looking good. Okay, Mogenkai is on his second Rotten fight. I believe Otz is on his third. Now he's got the Flim's ring, so you'll see just exactly how much damage he's doing. This is on... So the way the Rotten works, the reason you can fight him 4 times is because the first time you fight him on general new game. So on the level of new game you're on. And then you'll pop a bonfire aesthetic. And then from there, what that'll do is that'll take the Rotten fight specifically, and only the Rotten fight, or I guess the entire area he's in, into New Game +1. And so right now, Otz is fighting the Rotten on New Game +2, and he'll do one more on New Game +3, and each time he does that, the Rotten will have more HP, do more damage, and take less damage, I believe. Oh, finishes him off with a witching urn. Well done. No, it doesn't. Never mind.
Double to rotten, man.
Yeah.
All right.
Tried to be stylish there.
Yeah. We might see some sick back steps. Not on this fight, though. Hopefully.
No.
You could backstep
Okay.
into your death. That's a GG. We also had our first purchase of a toothbrush.
Hey!
From user none. I don't know. I think you can log in with your Twitch account to like let us know like who you are. But whoever did it, thank you very, very much. You just threw
Thank you very
$50 at charity and you made your breath stink less.
Yeah.
So, thank you.
Enjoy your toothbrush. Tell us how it is. And like, hey, here's what I'll say. If we get enough people enjoying these toothbrushes, I think I will actually give away a toothbrush
Oh boy.
to the audience. tournaments because, you know, I like them. I think you guys would like them. They're pretty great, and they're supporting charity, so why not?
I think I should do the same thing.
Yeah, we're gonna give away 2 toothbrushes. Okay.
Yeah. No, if we can hit like 5, you know, I think we should
5?
get. Yeah.
Sure, that's a decent thing. 5 means that 7 lovely people get to
500. Yeah, just like, you know.
Yeah.
All right.
5. But yeah, guys, they're actually.
Oh, that's wild. Yeah, but you'll have to let Faraaz know your address, though. I don't know how that works. We'll have to figure that out.
You just
Faraaz will be able to stalk you.
Address, I send you a toothbrush. All right.
All right.
So you'll see McDrunkard here. Now he's apparently he's killed enough rottens. I don't know what he's doing, but he's going into the land where you can't lock onto enemies because they're see-through. That's a mechanic as well. These enemies are kind of ghostly, but they can still hit you, but you can't lock onto them. Of course, that's no problem for these runners, but because of that, what you do is you usually take them out with a bow. It's just safer, and there's no reason not to. They don't seem to have... they can't outrange your bow. They have bows of their own, but, you know, very easy to deal with.
Of course they do. They're like see-through, can't lock on. They have their own bows. Like, what don't these guys have?
What don't... Yeah, really. Well, hey! Oh, actually, they don't run funny. There's a few enemies in this game that actually run really funny. The Falconers, I think they're called. Right before this section that Drunkard's in right now.
We have a VIP in chat, Squilla Killa. Squilla, what's going on, man? I saw Colmer and K Witty earlier as well.
Yeah, Squilla, Colmer, K Witty, and myself, of course, we'll be doing Bloodborne for the no-hit tournament right after this.
I have decided to use the controversial VIP badges for the runners in each tournament. I think that's a good use of VIP. Right?
Man, I'm going to get in there and start spamming away.
Oh, yeah? Oh, yeah. You better check to make sure you got it.
Oh, yeah, look at that.
You got it, man. All right. See, I just did that for Ophelia so that she would know that we're using her platform's tools at our disposal. Very excited. But yes.
Very excited.
That's just so you guys know who all the runners are in case you were confused who the runners are. You shouldn't be, though.
No, why would you be confused? Come on, guys.
They're amazing
Flunk
people.
out of grade 3? Come on. Easy information.
Yeah, these guys have been doing this a long time now. You know, Hitless has been happening... When did Hob start? Was it early 2016 or late 2015?
It was 2.5 to 3 years ago, I believe.
So it was a few months, right, before Dark Souls 3. Why can't I say this? Dark Souls 3's launch.
Dark 3's, yeah.
That's actually hard to say. Dark Souls 3's launch. DS3's launch.
Almost like meth sif.
Meth sif, yeah.
Meth sif, yeah.
Yeah, so is... Man.
Yeah, it was, of course, the Happy Hob is the person who basically pioneered these runs in that he did the first ever no-hit ever for Dark Souls 1, which of course no one thought could be done at the time.
Yep.
And then he did that shortly before DS3's release, and so once DS3 came out, he started going on that, and that started to attract other runners, 2 of which being Squilla and myself, and that's kind of the beginnings of the no-hit community, and it just grew and grew and grew from there, and now we got these wonderful tournaments that Raptor's been running.
Dozens of you guys out there on Team Hitless.
On Team Hitless, I think Team Hitless just hit 40 people, I think, a couple of years later, so...
There's even a scrub commentator only on Team Hitless now.
Yeah, it's true. You got honorary Hitless positions as people who do great things for the Hitless community.
Oh, man. I'm going to have to get a run someday. Tell me which one's the easiest.
Oh, man. Well, Bloodborne. But
Bloodborne's the easiest? Okay, well, it's got the least amount of bosses, right? So
yeah. You got to look at it and say these are groups of people who have taken Souls, like the Souls games themselves, to the absolute limit. Like, of course, you got speedruns, and speedruns are great and stuff like that. But on the challenge run perspective,
yeah,
you know, this is as much as you can do. Of course, there's runners that have done like Soul Level 1 no-hit runs, Fat Roll only no-hit runs. Gino's trying to do a no-roll no-hit run and stuff like that. But you know,
Because he's crazy.
They really do like this game and this community, and they create some good content for sure.
And I like it too. Actually, Faraz, you and I have talked about this already, but when I first came to Twitch, just like as a viewer, I thought Twitch was just StarCraft 2 tournaments. That's all I thought. This, like, I would only come here for that. Like, there were other websites that were streaming them at the same time, and then some of them would be on Twitch, and I'm like, all right, I guess I'll go to this platform.
Yeah, no, me too. That's where I came to Twitch. That's what I came to Twitch for, was StarCraft 2.
Yeah.
So that's how we got into this whole.
And then I
game.
saw Hob and Squilla very early on after that doing their challenge runs, and I was like, that's really cool. Like, this is like way pre-Hitless. This is like when Deathless was good enough. Like when you could just like put a silly weapon on and go through the game. People are like, wow, that's really good. You know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like challenge runs in terms of like, or cosplay runs. You remember the
cosplay soul level 1, fist only,
yeah,
spells only, pyro only, like
dagger only,
bow
like anything.
only, all that kind of stuff. Yeah, that was, and those
That
are
was
still
the
cool.
beginnings.
But you guys took the difficulty mode up to like maximum.
Yeah, yeah.
And-
You were saying, you were like, I remember you talking and you were saying this, like, you the people who did Hitless kind of made it unfair for everybody else, because while
Oh no, I didn't say unfair. I said they killed.
they killed it.
They killed the challenge run community because, and it's not a bad thing. It's an evolution. I'm not complaining. Like
Oh yeah,
some-
it made it better.
like sometimes, you know, sometimes you lose your place in the pecking order. But the difficulty was so high and so cool to watch that it just changed everything, and it never went back.
Oh yeah. Like, it was fun to watch soul level 1s or cosplay runs for a really long time. Like, a lot of people were doing that just with music. But then when Hitless came out, when people started doing Hitless, it's like, no, this game could be done on a much higher level.
We had our first rotten death.
Oh no! Was it Mogenkai?
Yep.
Mogenkai with the rotten death. So, McDrunkard and Otz still going very, very, very well with 0 hits so far. Okay, we'll mark that down.
I mean,
Good.
and let's keep it real, right? The reason why the two guys up top are not on the same team is because of this. Like, these two up top are very highly skilled, very highly practiced. They have no peers at this point in time, but Mog and Donnie both have the capacity and the ability to get to that level with practice. But that's why this had to be a team situation, because otherwise it's unfair to put these guys up against them.
You gotta regard it as like I said earlier, as specialists versus jack of all trades. So
yep.
McDrunkard and Otz are only doing DS2. That's the only hitless run they've done. That's the only game they've worked on. But they've worked on it so extensively that, like I said, they're basically PhD students for DS2. Like, they know this game back to front, and of course they're dominate these.
Dark Souls doctors.
Yeah, they're gonna dominate these kind of Dark Souls doctors. I like that.
Ooh.
And while Donnie and Mogenkai are on the other side, where they're doing, you know, different games, like they've got multiple games under their belts. So of course,
yeah,
there's only so much time you can dedicate to these things. So Otz and McDrunkard are going to be pulling ahead in that respect.
Crow, could we actually get a clip from Mog's channel? If it hasn't been clipped already, it's probably not possible, but I've got the one from the channel here. Chat, if you want to help out, it is helpful to get clips sometimes. So, but when you clip, because of the 4-player screen we have, if you clip from my channel, it doesn't do the single player's view justice. So it's more helpful if you can clip from the runner's channel, so we can see the full glorious death. Right. But feel free to clip anything else for the memes, because Faraz and I say some funny random shit, and that needs to be shared with the world.
You could have someone make a highlight reel or something like that. That'd be
I had
great.
a guy on that, man. He bailed on me.
He bailed. Oh,
he
my
bailed
God.
on me.
People
So
these
I
days.
need a new highlight person.
listen, if you guys want to be actual people and live a good life, you gotta be accountable to both yourselves and the people around you.
True.
Unlike the guy who bailed.
The guy. But
The guy.
no, but as always, anyone who's interested in participating on kind of the administrative side or has skills in video editing or artwork, things like that, we're always looking for assistance. It's all volunteer, of course, until we start selling 500 toothbrushes a tournament, and then we can start paying you. But anyway, if you want to get involved, just talk to me.
All right.
Just spam Faraz when he's on front page doing something really important and taking a lot of concentration. He would love to have a 20-minute one-on-one with you on that.
Yeah, I promise I won't ignore you.
Oh, you know what's interesting? When you ignore your chat, your chat gets very chatty.
They do,
right?
The more I talk to them, the less I talk.
Yeah.
The less they talk, and the less I talk to them, the more they talk. It's an interesting thing. It's a very interesting thing because, of course, well, I really like stuff like this. I like how people work and stuff. But it's there's a lot of things on Twitch you can see where you can't see. You wouldn't be able to observe them anywhere else. So that's the thing to think about, chat.
Exactly. Do you know what the formula for increasing chat activity is in the tournament channel here, though?
What is it?
Missing hits.
Missing hits. Yeah, we're not actually missing the hits.
We're just trying to get chat active and excited.
So you guys, get
in the game,
vibe off each other and enjoy these things more.
Oh man, yeah. I mean, this is why we typically do like a 1-by-1 matchup, But these runs are both long. The Bloodborne all boss will be around 2.5 to 3, depending on the runner, and this is a similar time basis. So for a 1-day event, I mean, that would be 12 hours, and that's a lot to ask for people.
That's the hard thing. You got to remember, like, there's two of us, and we're commentating, watching hits, running things, overlays, getting in touch with runners. That's a lot. So until we can outsource and make these things a little bit more or a little bit less labor intensive than this is what
this is it's very much an interactive thing, though, and I think that's what Twitch is all about. This isn't like a StarCraft 2 tournament sponsored by Blizzard where nobody's talking to you or there's no interaction. And this is more interaction, not as much as you get on a regular stream, right? But it's a hybrid, and that's what makes it fun.
Of course. Yeah, you guys have the chance to be a part of something prolific. Okay? Prolific. Where do you get that anywhere else? Nowhere.
Look that one up, guys. Dictionary.com. It will never fail you. Ermfish6 coming in with 100 bits. Thank you very much, Erm, for charity. Guys, we've been making jokes about toothbrushes and stuff, but I'm serious. It's a very efficient way to support charity, but any amount of revenue in any way possible. Bits, the smallest amount, one bit helps even. Donations, subs, tips, all the stuff's going to charity, guys. So it's going to be a children's charity. I've already decided that. Faraz cannot stop me.
I love it.
You do. Thank you. Oh, finally playing that team player attitude. I like it, man. Okay, these guys are scary. These mannequins, dude, are very creepy, man.
He threw a skull. It didn't do anything. I was wondering why he did that because I don't think skulls work on these things. Maybe he was trying it out.
Oh, and what do we have here with Otz? What do we got here, guys?
We got a Forlorn.
Is this our first
Here
Forlorn?
We go. This is the first one. I don't think
this
he knows
guy
how to deal
deserves
with
it.
this one.
He deserves this one because he got 0 in the last tournament. Oh man, in the upper right, guys, is where some action is. If I don't want to miss a Mogenkai hit, so I'm going to look closely. But Forlorn is what's going on right now.
Man, so Forlorn is a random invader. He's an NPC invader that can invade in any area of the game, and when he invades, you can't homeward bone. He's very fast. He has a lot of HP, and it's very hard to fight him straight up without getting hit.
He's got like
incredibly hard.
3 billion poise, so like you can't stagger him really. He just which is why Otz is using the bow. Chat saying Otz has never seen this particular Forlorn invasion before.
Yeah, and of course it's very hard to practice.
We can't practice because it's random, right?
Yeah, it's completely random. So replicating scenarios for practice is it's almost impossible.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's what Oz is doing, this improv. So it seems like he has a decent Oh, he's menuing. A decent setup going here. A decent setup where he's safe.
Good improv, just kind of, yeah, it's going to be like lots of chip damage, though. You know, he's not dealing a lot of damage to this guy.
No, he's getting his health down. He's about 2/3 down. He's 1/3 down the way. I don't know if Forlorn is immune to poison, but one thing he might think about is using his poison arrows. Because I think you only get 40 in a run, but it might be useful here.
Maybe he's got the exact amount that he needs, though. You know?
Oh, you might be right. Yeah.
You can't just go to the
Flint's ring.
Donny item shop to restock.
Yeah, you can't just open your trench coat of 20 billion items and pull something out that works. No, Otz is gonna have to.
But the Flynn's ring does give him a damage advantage, which is nice.
Oh yeah, that's something that he will have that no other runner will have is the Flynn's ring. That's only available in the DLC. It's not in the vanilla game, so it's something good.
And Otz does it just because he's very familiar with the all boss plus DLC run. So I think he just chooses to do it in the any percent just because he can.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, yeah. It's totally just preference. It's what he wants to do. You know, when you've played this game this much, it's important you play the game how you want to play it. When you have stylistic liberty, otherwise it's just gonna drain your soul, Mr. Raptor.
I agree with that.
Okay. You'll also notice that Otz is having footprints, which means his feet are wet.
Yep.
It's a funny little thing right there.
Beautiful. All right.
Or just dirty. Okay. Forlorn taken care of. That's a sigh of relief for sure that he was able to do that, no problem.
All right. Well, that was, and we may not see another Forlorn today. We could see several more. I think last time we actually only had one for the two runners, and McDrunkard, he says he got kind of lucky the way he did it, but he basically encouraged him to fall off a ledge in the gulch, and it was quite good. Okay, we're going into Mirror Knight. Sorry.
This is one of the harder bosses in the run for sure.
Yeah, he's not a pushover, man.
No, he has combos that can go into 3 or 4 hits in a string. Hitboxes are a little bit wonky.
Yep.
He jumps. There's a few other things. He doesn't take too long, and generally what you want to do here is bait out a 4-hit combo or one of these lightning attacks, which we see McDrunkard getting. Dodge once and you can hit twice.
Yep.
Oh, but he opts to go safe.
He's in this little corner here.
It's not a good position.
He fought him here last time. Ooh, that.
Oh, see, look at that. He got stuck between him and the wall. That was potentially very dangerous.
He likes to fight him here, though. It's just his thing.
Well, what he wants to do is
glance off the shield. Oh,
yeah.
Oh, that was wonky looking, man. That looked like a hit, but it wasn't. Oh, and that was a hit. Oh my God.
Look at that. So that's the thing. That's what you're working with less ADP. That's a death
man.
as well. And not only that, but he used one of his bright bugs, and the bright bugs, of course, will give you more damage. That's not a great thing for McDrunkard right there. So the team hits are actually kind of even. Like they're evening up a little bit.
Yeah.
With Mogenkai's hits and Drunky's hits right there.
And I like that. That's 99 agility. Oh, he just engaged 99 agility now. Okay. All right. That's fine.
That's what he's saying. Yeah, he's saying like, hey, this is why I took a hit. He shouldn't have really originally taken a hit. But because of the stipulations that him and Otz put on the run,
yeah,
he has less agility. That's his face.
So
he has less.
So his standard agility would be at like what, 103?
I think it's 105 or 108, but that gives you the full, I think, 16 iframes that you're looking for.
Yeah.
Whereas I think now he's running around like 10 or something like that,
which
so it's a little bit harder.
Not very good. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like playing DS3 without the Karth's Blood Ring. It's a little bit like it's not doable, but you lose a bit of liberty in certain situations. And with Mirror Knight, like you saw, he has some wonky hitboxes, and his weapon will push you and cause you to remain in those hitboxes and stuff like that. So, that's where he got hit. I would like to see him bait him to the middle of the arena rather than fighting him over here, because this is basically why he took the hit, right?
Yeah.
He was out of position.
He likes to fight him here, though. I don't.
It really does.
He did it before.
Okay, there's a double hit right there. He's gonna obviously be paying attention this time and making sure he dodges perfectly rather than, you know, a little bit wonky. I believe both these guys have done SL1 runs. I'm not sure, but I believe they have. So they know what it takes, because obviously with an SL1 run, you have almost no ADP, which means very few iframes. Look at that little thrust right there. He punishes that, no problem. He's getting the lightning that he wants. Great. Rolls into it. Puts himself in front of the Mirror Knight. He's getting a little bit closer to that wall, which is a little bit scary. Cheeky punish there. Rolls that just in case, because you can never tell. Decides not to punish there, which is interesting. Okay. And right here he should... Oh, he could have killed him there. He decided not to. He's playing really safe. But of course, phase 2 comes, and the phase 2 transition animation is very long and easy to deal with. So that's a GG for McDrunkard. Raptor, that was a good fight. He definitely.
It was a good recovery. He learned his lesson, and that's what you want to see. You don't want the tilt, but it can happen. I feel like tilt is more likely to occur on hits that just don't feel like they should have happened. You know, like simple bosses, simple segments versus a difficult boss where, you know, sometimes shit happens, right?
Yeah, of course, because it's like if you get hit by something that you shouldn't have gotten hit by, you're like, wow, I got hit by that.
Like, what the hell?
Whereas if you make a mistake, it's like, okay, well, I made a mistake. That was my fault. I know what I did wrong. I won't do that again. You know, they're very two different ways of thinking about things, and they almost inspire different emotions, you know, and that's what can be tilting about those runs.
Yep.
But you'll see McDrunkard here, he's smiling, he's happy. He doesn't look tilted at all. I don't think that's really getting to him in any way. Okay, we got Otz going into Mirror Knight here.
Oh, buddy. We got our second toothbrush sale today. ShadowKhan supporting charity. Thank you so much, man.
ShadowKhan, thanks for the $55 or $50 to charity. That's
enjoy
great,
the quit brush, man. And Proto, 100 bits. Like, I'm gonna brush my teeth. Ain't nobody got time for that. Okay. All right, Proto.
All
thanks,
right.
man. You know, I
Could
could
be single for a while then.
You know, I could dig that. Well, maybe some ladies like dirty teeth.
Maybe you think so?
It's not I've gone on dates with, but
teeth,
yeah, you know, it's cool. I think my wife would kick me out.
You could have a swamp wife or something like that. She doesn't brush her teeth either.
Yeah, she's like some character from Resident Evil 7, maybe. But
yeah.
that's fine.
All right, that's good. Yeah. Oh,
Look at
guys
this.
from the front page or in my channel, you can go to Raptor's channel. Get that affiliate link for the toothbrush if you want like nice, clean teeth. You want the ladies and or gentlemen to appreciate you a little bit more.
Exclamation quip. Maybe one of your mods can throw a command, dude, so we can sell 1 million toothbrushes.
Well, if you give me the link, I will post it in your thing because I don't have your. Well, actually, here I'll just grab it real quick.
All right. Everybody's gonna have clean teeth except Proto.
Everybody's gonna have clean teeth except for Proto, man. Yeah, except for Proto.
Ooh, Shrine of Amana though. This is
characteristically like, this in DS2. If you think of an area, most people will think of Shrine of Amana because everybody had a hard time getting through this area on the first playthrough. Everybody. The enemies here are a little bit obnoxious, very obnoxious. They hit hard. They take a lot of damage. They've got a lot of backup in terms of witches that fire projectiles at you that home. You know, there's enemies in the water. There are sharp cliff drops in the water. There's a lot of stuff going on here where it's just like, okay, you got to be very careful, otherwise you're gonna die.
I think Mogenkai is the hardest hitless runner to cast.
You think so?
He got hit again.
Really? Where did he? Oh my god! Where did we miss it?
I think it's a myth because I've actually never seen one of his hits live.
Oh my god! Yeah, I feel like people are just discriminating against his hair and trying to falsify what's going on.
There we go. Yeah, got hit on Dragon Rider 2.0. He's just really He's stretching out that mercy 6-hit rule. You know, he's
testing it.
He's gonna he's gonna go all the way to the end to stretch that bad boy out. So we've got
I think what he's
5
trying
to
to do
6 for the team.
He's trying to put on a good show for all the viewers. He's trying to say like, okay, Donnie took 6 hits.
He's doing great.
I'm a new runner. Or not a new runner, but new to the tournaments, and I can even it out. I can sacrifice myself in order to even it out. I think that would be a good thing.
All right, so I am going to just watch Mog for the rest of the match because that's where all the action is.
That was technically my job, but I was.
It was your job. That's your team.
It was my
job. Stop blaming
me,
Chad.
You're so surprised.
Hey, I haven't missed a single Otz hit because there's been 0.
There's been 0. That's true.
Why do you think I picked that one? It's just
Donnie's
easier.
Out, so you're just watching. Yeah, you're just watching Otz. Well,
I always pick the easy jobs, man. Come on, you're on front page. You got to show off your skills, bro.
That's true. My perceptive. Where are the hit skills? Wow, so specific.
Man.
Oh,
we're just having too much fun. That's the problem.
Well, these things are lots of fun.
There's no such thing as too much fun, though.
Oh, well, I don't know about that. I've seen some people, man. I've seen some people have too much fun, and it's just like, you gotta dial it back. You're gonna die.
Yeah, that was me yesterday. My oldest kid got super into Ark, so we were playing yesterday for like basically the whole day.
Oh my God, you play video games with your kids?
Hell yeah, man! I almost got evicted because we were like, wife was about to serve me a notice, man. She's like, "Yo, no more of that shit."
Okay.
It's like, all right,
that's
sorry.
Like a best dad award right there.
Oh
you
man,
know you're doing something right when you're playing games with your kids.
Hell
as long as you're not a degenerate, don't be a degenerate.
I don't think I'm a degenerate. No, I can't even say it. In fact, degenerate. No,
degenerate. Yeah. Hey, everybody in chat front page. Make sure you wish Raptor a happy birthday because it was his birthday a few days ago. So happy birthday, Raptor. I hope you had a wonderful birthday.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I can't
for your birthday.
I watched Mogenkai hits. That's not true.
You watched Mogenkai. Okay.
That's an absolute lie. You know that didn't happen.
No, it didn't happen at all.
No, man.
Sorry.
I was planning this tournament, I'm sure. No, I just like to chill, man.
It's a rough thing. These tournaments are very time intensive, and you take care of most of the stuff, Raptor.
Except the hit counts.
Yeah. Except for the hit counts, yeah. That's...
Oh man, we have one opening, guys. We got a hit count watcher. Now
hit counter. Yeah, a hit counter.
Now this happened last time we did a 2x2. It's just gonna happen. It's just impossible. So you just have to try to predict. But now the machine knows to watch Mogenkai closely. So
we got the Demon of Song coming up, the creepiest frog in existence. You'll see McDrunkard look behind him there while he's entering the fog gate. That's because fog gates in DS2 don't give you invincibility frames.
Right.
So, yeah, he could have gotten hit in the back by a magic spell from Peculiar Kindler, or whatever that guy's name was.
Peculiar Kindler.
I think that's actually his name. So, Demon of Song here is a pretty straightforward boss. The one thing you have to watch for is the quick attack, like Osiris's quick charge, which is why McDrunkard is standing where he is.
Yeah, he's standing in Mogenkai range. Mog likes to fight pretty far back from a lot of these bosses, actually. Been noticing that.
Yeah.
Oh.
The big frog collapse.
Yeah, that's a GG there.
To get out of there.
Nice job, McDrunkard.
No problem.
Ooh, and then Otz is coming in to Mirror Knight, and he was very close to the end of the wall there.
So last time I remember saying like this is one of Otz's like most practiced bosses and stuff like that.
And he's like, nah, brah. Yeah.
Otz later talked to me. He's like, nope. And I was like, oh, man. So I won't say that this time. I'll just say that Otz is very handsome, and he's fighting Mirror Knight very well right now.
He might even argue you. Oh, and McDrunkard just got hit.
Oh, really?
Oh, Lord.
And he's like, what?
Can we get a clip of that from his channel? Holy God, this is getting wild, guys.
It is getting wild. Look at that. We're tied up.
Holy shit.
McDrunkard taking the 2 hits. Obviously, he doesn't know what happened there because he's making the, hey, what happened?
The WTF face. 99
Justice.
agility. 99 agility strikes again.
That's a rough thing, man. That's a rough thing for sure. 99 agility.
Otz knew what he was doing. He was like, hey, you know, Drunky, we're pretty even last time. Why don't we mix it up, something I've been practicing for the last 7 months.
7 months. He threw in the agility card, man. What a smart boy that Otz is. Like I said, Otz is very intelligent, but man, he is wily. He is wily and cunning in ways that you wouldn't expect him to be.
Devilishly cunning.
Mm-hmm. Devilishly cunning, devilishly handsome, that man.
Oh, boy.
All right.
Squilla, thank you for the sub, man.
Squilla probably likes clean teeth.
I think there's people that spend a lot of time with Squilla that probably want him to have clean teeth, if I had to guess.
Probably by the name of Biscuit or
Biscuit?
BB Gaines.
Biscuit or BB Gaines. Maybe Biscuit's his pet name for her. Oh, my God.
So,
oh, Lord. That's so bad. Okay.
oh, man.
If we go too far down there, we're going to miss like 20 Mog hits. So we gotta reel it in. Okay.
We got to watch the market.
So Otz is in an area where Drunky took a hit last time. He kind of just fell off this section here on the ladder or the stairs. He just fell like right there and just died. It was weird.
It was strange, yeah.
Oh.
Okay, apparently I have inverted my 2 somehow. Now, Raptors, give me a second.
Oh, okay.
All right. Let's see here. We've got Drunkard's hit counter. Oh, now it's upside down. Raptor, I don't know. You don't have these problems. This is causing me a lot of...
Because Kevin, he keeps us straight on a lot of things. Not the
Because
hit.
Kevin...
Yeah.
Kevin's doing some pretty good work.
He's got a lot better. We've got McDrunkard's hit up here. You guys can see again. He just gets sliced by this knight, dude.
Oh, man.
Mog's doing fine.
Okay, so only one left in this tournament without a hit is Otz.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's
Or the
he's
only
talking
one
his way through
sub 2 hits even. So yeah, we're multiple hits for everybody except Otz.
But here's the thing: last time, both Otz and McDrunkard took 2 hits.
Took
so
2.
Maybe.
Yeah. Now McDrunkard would argue that based upon the prior rules, he still would have probably been at 0, right? But this lower iframe thing is messing with him a little bit.
Oh yeah, you take one small thing, it'll throw you off entirely. So.
Not a lot of time to practice this either. I do like that they came in with a handicap, though, because I think that makes it fun.
Mm-hmm. Oh, of course. Yeah. You got to add some. Like when you have 2 masters of something, regardless of what it is.
Yeah.
And they're competing on grounds that, is like, oh, well, this is the normal competitive sphere.
Yeah.
They're not gonna be able to show off what they got unless they constrict that further. And that's exactly what they did, which is a wonderful thing.
Yeah.
It's saying, we want to put on a good show, and we want this to be entertaining and interesting for both us and the audience.
It's kind of like
rather than
right, and just being as consistent as possible, right? But it's very much like Couch and Gino what they started doing, because the regular any percent just got too easy apparently.
Oh, look at this! Oh, Otz is having some trouble with this guy over here.
Yeah, well, he looks calm, though. He's going to talk to you after watching the VOD later. No, Fraz, I was fine.
No, that's what I wanted to do.
Fraz, I was fine. I explained it on paragraph 25, sub-bullet 30. That's what I do there. It's fine.
Mm-hmm. Easy.
No, okay, Otz literally has a written document for his run. Like, he's so organized.
Yeah, he prepared us very, very, very well. He made effort to do it too, which is a wonderful thing. He obviously loves these tournaments.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, Raptor, for some reason I have stutter. Would you mind refreshing with me in a second?
Oh Lord. Yeah, let's find a good time. This is a pretty good time right now. Okay, 3, 2, 1.
Okay.
Hopefully we don't miss 20 Mog hits.
Refreshed, so that's good.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh, Faraaz.
What happened?
You've
Did we miss a Mogenkai hit?
No, I'll fix this. Hold on, chat. Faraaz, take over.
Okay, all right. So I don't know what you guys can see on Raptor stream, but right now we've got Mogenkai, whose hair is getting progressively fluffier and fluffier as we go, going through the Shrine of Amana. Of course, Otz is in the Shrine of Amana as well, and McDrunkard is ahead in Graveyard Land. But even though Otz has been a little bit slower because of a Flynn's ring he had to get, the bonfire aesthetic he had to get in the Shulva DLC. So in terms of timing, I think he's doing things as fast as he can with his route. Mogenkai's sitting at, I believe, 4 hits. Drunkard's at 2. Otz is at 0, and Donny, of course, at 6. So right now things are very even. Yeah, very, very, very even. Gotta turn these captions off right now.
Oh man!
So this is actually a very close race. Yep.
Faraaz, you killed me, man.
Is it going really bad, Raptor?
Yes, it's very bad, Faraaz.
Okay, he's cutting out. So while Raptor gets that figured out, we've got a.
Oh my God, I'm gonna kill you, Faraaz.
Hey man, I'm sorry.
You're killing me, dude.
What happened?
You killed everything.
What? Like everything's down? Like the entire thing is down?
Okay, I'm gonna fix it.
Okay. So Drunkard here, what he's doing is he's basically, peeking out of the archway to snipe this one enemy. After he kills this, he can run through this entire section because the rest of these things are slow and easy to dodge. But those enemies you want to kill really, really quickly because dark magic in this game is actually really scary. It moves fast, it homes, it has very big hitboxes. It's tough. And so from here, he's going to go talk to this guy. And this guy has like a ton of dialogue, probably about like 40 or so lines of dialogue, maybe 20. But before you can really progress, you want to talk to this guy because he sells you dark arrows. Dark arrows, of course, do more damage than standard arrows. They're not as good as poison arrows, but they're the best option right now. So that's why he gets them. And then he's going to proceed through the Grave of Saints. While Otz, on the other hand, is having some trouble here. So this guy is difficult. He's got the stone ring, so it's no problem. But generally, and you can see on Otz's face, generally you don't want that to happen. You want to be able to snipe them before they get anywhere close to you because those enemies are pretty hard to deal with. Other than that, he's looking like he's getting a pretty easy ride through the Shrine of Amana. He's not had too much trouble. He's been pretty careful, pretty meticulous in what he's doing. He's had nothing jump out at him. Oh man. Okay, so
he's had nothing jump out at him until
has been invaded by Forlorn, Raptor. I don't know if you can see that.
Yeah.
But this is a really place to get a really
bad place. Yeah.
Really bad place to get a Forlorn invasion.
It looks bad.
Okay, he managed to dodge the scythe. Now he has to be able to get through these two
scary
door enemies.
The scary ghosts and then the door knights. Like,
oh my God.
What is going on here, man? This is terrible. Well, I'm glad I was able to fix the Faraaz caused technical difficulties. We can never refresh again, apparently.
Okay, no refresh. No, remember that. Oh my God, Drunky is making this work. Like, this is some very sick improv right here. This is terrible. Like, this is really, really bad. You don't want to see this on a run because you can't get through here very easily, right? These guys are just not letting him through. And he has to dodge multiple Forlorn attacks. And of course, oh, he gets a headshot. Oh, he might be trying to kill this guy. Maybe. This is actually pretty cool. This is really cool to watch. Yeah, he's pulling headshots. And he's staggering headshots. Oh my God, he's got the timing down. He's doing some sick stuff right here. That's pretty impressive.
Wow. And look, he just oh my God, dude.
He's readjusting. Yeah, every time Forlorn gets hit, he moves a little bit, so he has to hit those headshots in order to get that stagger animation. Oh my God,
freaking G, man.
Well done. That's okay. So it might not. So for new watchers of these tournaments and no hit runs, that might not seem like as amazing as killing a boss or whatever. But like that is some pretty impressive stuff right there. Like that categorically, that's something he hasn't practiced. Noah probably had in this area, and he was able to dodge quite a few attacks and improvise a strategy right there. That was definitely much harder than Otz's Forlorn Invasion, for sure. So, well done.
But
that right there, like, that wins the tournament for me.
But there was another hit.
Really?
Drunky took another hit. Yeah.
What? Where did he take another hit?
I'm watching the clip now.
All right.
Oh,
job,
what did he get?
people.
Oh, he got hit by a ghost on the side. We were so focused on Forlorn that.
Oh, man.
Wild, man. Yeah.
One of the side ghosts.
Yeah,
That's the
I'm
thing
gonna
about,
throw that up on the replay, dude.
about DS2 is like, hey,
Oh God, Faraz, you killed my replay box.
anything and everything can hit you.
Oh
It's
my
rough.
God, I'm never doing this again.
Okay, just don't refresh anymore.
Replays are over.
Replays are over.
No, I'll fix it before the Bloodborne match. Oh man. Well,
Okay, just to be clear,
he got hit by a ghost on the side. It was. You guys can watch the clip in chat there. Man.
It's 6-6 or 6-7 right now, right? So
Yeah.
Drunky and Mogen on my team, Hunter's Dream. Mine and K Witty's team are at 7. Otz and Donnie on Squilla's and Colmer's team are at 6. So the tables have actually turned a little bit. It's an interesting turn of events. Oh my God! So Otz is fighting the Demon of Song a way that no other runner does. He's fighting him extremely far, and because of that, he's getting projectile attacks. God, what a terrifying enemy!
It's
easy, GG.
It's bad, man. Yeah.
Drunky is going on Velstad. This is actually somewhere where the 99 agility will make a difference, because Velstad has a bunch of lingering hitboxes in his big bell staff. So Drunkard's got to be really extra careful here, and he probably will be because of the Mirror Knight incident. But you never know. This could be something he's less comfortable with, and Otz is more comfortable with, for sure. Okay, he's got the phase 2 transition, which is really good. Generally, you want to get behind him and expend all your stamina. Phase 2 isn't as hard, but he gets a lot more armor, so Drunky is doing a lot less damage down phase 2, and he's not nearly killed him. And Velstad in his second phase can use magic. So that's another set of attacks he has to worry about. Usually you don't practice too much of phase 2 because you kill him before then with a rapier. Nice
Got
dodge
a lot
there.
of phase 2 here, yeah. So Otz is looking like a god right now, man.
That's kind of what he is for this game. Like, he is.
Yeah.
There's a reason he got all the way to the end of the 11-hour all bosses plus DLC 1 and 2 run, or 1, 2, and 3 run, all DLC, all bosses, and took his first and only hit a couple of months ago. Not any person can just do that.
It's looking like you and K-Dub are gonna have to kick some ass today, huh?
We're gonna have to bring it back.
Yeah. No, I believe.
So here's the thing, Raptor, is that Colmer is actually like a sleeper.
I know.
A sleeper pick.
I know.
Because you got all this excitement around myself, K Witty, and Squilla, and then Colmer himself, he's actually very, very good in innovating and creating strats for himself. He will be having a longer run, like a couch jockey run, but he'll be having safer and more consistent fights. So Colmer, while he'll take probably a decent chunk more time to finish the run, he'll probably be more consistent than the rest of us.
I don't disagree with anything you said.
Wait, did Otz get hit? Oh no,
nope.
They're talking about the time when he got hit on the DLC a long time ago.
Mog got hit again. He's one away from the mercy.
Mog got hit again. So now we are 2 hits behind on Team Hunter's Dream.
Oh Lord.
Which is
oh Lord. This is a good warm up to the big tournament for these. First off, I'm never gonna touch the video frame again. You won't believe what's happening though. Multi-Twitch, I don't know what's going on. Multi-Twitch is going nuts on me. It was putting
Okay.
all 4 displays in the upper left and then everybody else normally.
Oh man, that's really strange.
So there's something bug going on multi-Twitch, and then OBS was doing its usual. So
It might be because Donnie's done streaming.
oh no, I was doing it earlier too, so I had to mess with it a lot. I may need to use a different one later, but regardless, you got to roll with it. Sometimes there are some hiccups, but yeah, we've learned some lessons as usual.
Yeah, no.
Like-
yeah, me and Kid Whitty are gonna have to bring it back.
Oh yeah, man, you guys are gonna have to go crazy.
Yeah. Okay. Well, anyway, Mogenkai's finally getting to the Demon of Song. He's a little bit slower. You can see, of course, he has less experience in this game, but he's making it work. And Otz is pulling up the rear on the Grave of Saints.
Speaking of work, he's getting work in on just doing the things, man.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. No. It's gonna be interesting to see. Like, basically, the main sources of hits that we could not predict for is going to be Forlorn. So, Ott's already been invaded once in his run. Of course, you can get invaded more than once, I believe, by Forlorn in a run. So,
So
you know, we could see something here.
And Drunky got invaded and did take a hit, not to Forlorn himself, but because of
The
all
Forlorn
the stuff going
invasion.
on. He ran back by one of the ghosts, came out of the wall, smacked him. It was, frankly, it looked like the least of his troubles, but on a hitless run, every single hit is a problem. So,
yeah, every hit is basically equal. So you can take a very, very small hit, minor mistake, or a very large mistake, and it's like, well, it's still a hit. That means, in general terms, that means a reset. In tournament terms, that means you're behind.
yeah.
You know, so there's very little room for error in terms of these things. Okay, now Drunkard's fighting this knight. He's got to remember he has less ADP, and these knights also have pretty.
How much
terrible hitboxes.
agility does he have? I believe it's 99. Oh,
Okay.
man. Oh, God.
He's
All right.
running past, and he's going to go into Aldia's keep, and this is, of course, on Otz's run. Otz might even see Aldia here. I'm not sure, but this is the precursor to the Dragon Airy. This is a pretty easy area to get through, but the boss at the end is one of the harder bosses in this run, in that what he can throw at you, the number of attacks he can throw at you, and the way you have to respond to each attack is a little bit difficult. So we might see another hit here. And Mogenkai is on the Demon of Song. Oh, there's the quick attack. You see that?
He just
No,
got
he got hit.
teabagged and hit.
He got hit? Yeah, that's the quick attack that we were talking about earlier.
Little baby hit. So he's at max. Okay, so now we will not have to miss any more Mogenkai hits because he's at
Mogenkai it just hit the mercy hit.
mercy limit. Woo!
Yeah. Okay. So Donnie and Mogenkai both tied up
I
there.
see the disappointment in his face, but he needs to shake. He is an excellent runner. This is his first tournament. DS2. He's a generalist, right? He's not a specialist.
He's a generalist. And that's the thing as well, is that one attack there, that's the worst RNG you can get because it's too quick to actually dodge, you know? You have to make up for it with positioning, and Mogenkai has a different positioning than Otz here.
If you think about it, with the exception of maybe 2 hits, like he had some, maybe 3, but like at least 3 of his hits were pretty RNG heavy and not likely to happen again. And then he had some other hits that were just kind of silly things that also wouldn't likely happen again. I mean, I don't think the 6 hits from him really do his run justice. He's actually done quite well. And
he has, and this is a difficult run. There's a lot of stuff you have to know in this. Compared to other Souls games, I would probably compare this to
I don't know what happened on Drunky, but he had something very exciting happen. He's taking shots or something.
Yeah.
He's like,
this is a little bit comparable to almost Demon Souls. Drunky's a funny guy, man.
Yeah.
He's a funny guy.
So this is interesting. We've never had a mercy rule before, and we've already used it for 50% of the runners.
Yep.
I guess that's why you have it.
That's why you have it.
God, we're so smart for us.
Difficult. Yeah. Hey, anything can go wrong in these runs, and often they do. That's why this is, of course, a reset run.
Yep.
So, it's a tough thing to have to contend with.
So,
what is this with Otz? No rolling mode on.
What?
What are you doing, Otz? What's going on?
Oh, no, get the hell out of here.
Oh, he's gonna no roll. Look,
Is he
his
going for
entire
swag?
chat- Look at that's what he's doing. Look at his chat. They're going insane because they're like, this is something Oz I think is planned.
Man, yeah, of course. Especially
This is
now that
something
he
he's
knows he's been
planned.
doing perfect. It's like, why not? Oh,
Why
he
not?
didn't roll there.
He didn't roll.
And he's gonna get through the fog door. Okay.
No problem.
And the
Let's see.
upper
This
right,
is gonna be an
guys.
exciting thing. Yeah.
Hopefully he kills him quickly. With that Uchigatana.
All right.
Nice.
Oh, he's doing pretty sizable amounts
It's
of damage with that thing.
decent. And will this guy bleed though? I don't know.
Okay.
Oh,
he parried.
He parried his
Ah!
I was like, how is he gonna get out of that?
Yeah.
He freaking parried in no chat. Parries do not count as hits because there's no damage taken. Oh my
Perfect
lord.
parries are not hits. Partial parries
my
are hits.
God.
But perfect are not.
Box,
Well done, Otz.
Box do
being
count as
as-
hits, but yeah. Oh man.
As stylish as possible here. Getting some stamina back. He's gonna.
He's been
potentially-
practicing this shit. Look at that.
Another parry. Oh man. He's even waiting here for
why
another
not?
one.
Oh man,
Why
this
not?
is some Geno shit right here.
Otz is the Geno of DS2, man. That was well done. He's pulling these things up. There's been some cool moments in this run. Drunk killing that Forlorn. Otz pulling off the no roll. Velstad, that is he definitely has earned his title. for where
Oh
he is.
man,
Yeah.
what a crazy god gamer nerd, man. He's so good.
And look at him, his face. He's just
Oh.
like, yeah, I do that every day on the daily, on the hourly.
Oh,
He's
man.
like, no problem.
This is why I love this shit, man.
Yeah, man. It gives a chance for people who are truly, truly, really good at this game to show off what they can do.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what Otz did. That was quite impressive right there.
Oh man.
Drunky's actually getting some bad RNG, but he's dealing with it okay on the.
Dealt with Guardian Dragon fine. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, he's gonna move on. I like that Mog's continuing the run. He's so far along. This is good practice for him too. Still lots of hype, lots of excitement going on here. If I had to guess, just knowing his personality, he's very hard on himself. When he comes into the Discord later, he's gonna be like, and Fraz, you and I are gonna let him know.
Mhm.
He's a badass man. He needs to keep his chin up because everybody
He did
messes.
some very impressive things, like the stuff he
Right?
dealt with today in this run. Yeah, that was like any other runner.
Yeah.
Hey, you're not making out of there without the max hits, and Drunky made it out of there with
No.
one hit. And it wasn't even from Forlorn. It was
Yeah.
from, those headshots. Like that's not easy. He's been practicing shooting guns, man. Like
Yeah. I know.
That's a
With a
that's an
controller,
impressive thing.
no aim assist. Yeah, it's wild, man.
All this other stuff going around you. The walls are ghosts. You got these door mothers that are just blocking your way because that's what they do. It was very impressive for sure.
It was.
And of course, Otz bringing the intentional, swag strats with the no roll Velstad. That
Yep.
was, and he even made a little thing to it, a little title for it. So he knew he was gonna do this.
This was all planned. Oh, we're doing some more zip lining. Perfect.
Got the wonderfully durable and heat resistant hands.
So, 3 is not a great number for McDrunkard, but 3 is a great number for Brush the Soul because we just sold another one. Southern Gent, thank you very much, man, for buying that Quip brush and supporting charity today. Again, the starter brushes, guys, are $25. Quip's doubling that for charity here. So, it's a good deal. It's economically efficient. Helps out your teeth. Helps out the tournament. Helps out the runners.
Enjoy it. Yeah, I'm gonna brush my teeth before I'm
gonna brush my teeth
Bloodborne run
right now.
Right now. Of course, 2 more brushes, and we will give away at least 1 brush today.
Exactly.
So
Why don't we
that's
do?
a good thing?
Why don't we give away 1 brush, and I will gift a tier 3 sub to a runner of choice.
That will work. Yeah, that will work.
But no ninja subs, guys. It's got to be somebody in this tournament right here, okay?
Someone who could actually use it and it would matter. Not
Oh man.
not sitting up there with 20,000 subs. Oh, a tier 3. Thanks very much. Just like no.
One of these hardworking, awesome people. All right.
They put their lives on the line for this game, man. You think it's easy to no hit run a game? Not even close.
No. It's not.
Deal with stress, nutrition, heart attacks.
That's why I always
aneurysms.
die in Majula.
God damn,
so hard.
Majula.
And a Bob Son of Dan, 100 bits. Thank you, man. Thank you for supporting charity and supporting the Hitless community.
Okay. So McDrunkar's making his way through the dragon area. He's the farthest in the run right now.
Yep.
Doesn't really, he's definitely the fastest. Here, what we'll see is he'll deal with the dual sword wielding Dragon Knight.
I like this guy, but he's scary.
Yeah, last time, I don't know if you remember, but we were like, why didn't you use poison arrows, McDrunkard? And he's like, I don't know.
I'm not sure.
Yeah, I'm not sure. So maybe this time he's going to. And of course, he's going for the headshots.
Yeah, he's doing poison though.
Oh, he's doing poison. That's
yeah, no, he started with the dark arrow, but then he's gonna lock on. It's gonna be a little bit easier to. This guy's Rolly Boy, man.
He's taking
is this Hob in disguise?
The Book of Hob, yeah.
Yeah.
This is what Hob looks like in his. Oh god, that was scary.
Yeah.
In his usual life. So of course, the way this area works is these dragons are very honorable in that, as long as you duel with the ones with this one, really the rest will just kind of leave you alone.
But if you try to run by,
they will mob you. They will mob you, and that's run over. You're not getting through all these guys without a hit.
Nope.
You don't have enough arrows even, so.
No.
And it's a dangerous thing, because if this dragon ends up rolling and your arrow misses and hits one of the other dragons, they'll all attack you as well. So it's a scary area, even though it doesn't seem to be, for sure.
We got the India Cafe coming in with 100 bits as well. Oh man, I'm lurking. Meanwhile, I work on something, and I am laughing so much. India Cafe, thank you, dude. I am glad we were entertaining you guys. I hope you guys are having a fun time. This is really a warm-up tournament for the bigger one next time, probably late next month. But this has been very, very exciting and a great way to end the year that has been the year of Hitless achievements on so many channels. First time we've done the tournaments here. First time we've sold toothbrushes. So many firsts.
Yeah. If you're enjoying it, make sure you let us know. You can tweet us if you want at our respective Twitters. You can follow the channel for the next tournament, because that's going to be a big one right before Sekiro. And of course, Sekiro stuff is coming out. And of course, make sure your teeth are clean. You can do that with a wonderfully crafted and designed toothbrush.
Yeah, and I assume in most cases that everybody coming here already knows these other runners and has already followed them. But if for some reason you haven't followed McDrunkard, Mogenkai, DonnyRekt, and Otzdarva, make sure you guys drop them a follow now. They are amazing streamers, amazing people. These tournaments are open to an extent, but they're also invite only. It's like we only have positive, competitive, fun people.
And it's like, hey, come on, guys. Like, what do you want to watch? Like, really, what do you want to watch? You want to watch Minecraft? You want to watch like block buildings to be like? No, you want to watch no hit runs. You don't tell me that you don't want to watch no hit runs, because I know you do. And it's like, hey, you gotta follow the channels.
And you like watching 4 at once.
4 at once, yeah.
I mean, I'm okay with 2 at once. There's a lot more order, honestly. But I do like doing this from time to time just to keep us on our toes and make us even better when we're doing just 2. Although I will say, Dark Souls 2 is a slower paced game. So the 4 on this one isn't out of this world. The Bloodborne match, well, I'm going to have Lethal coming in and commentating. Lethal and I are going to have to be on our goddamn A game.
Oh, you can get hit at any point in that run.
And you can get hit a million times, and it's a very fast-paced game. It's going to be wild.
That was a little bit Arnoldish.
A million times. Get to the chopper.
Yeah.
I didn't know I was channeling Arnold.
Hey, man, Arnold likes these no-hit runs too, apparently.
That's a shout-out to Mephisto Live.
Yeah. So there you go. Arnold likes these runs. You should too. You want to be manly like Arnold. Well, that's the way to go.
He's kind of a grandpa now, though.
Is he? Yeah, but he's like governing states and things like that. So
he was.
I feel like he's like a super grandpa. Oh, he's not anymore? Oh, okay.
No. No, I actually shook his hand when he was the governor, though, in California.
Really?
Yeah.
Was he a gentleman?
He was. I was quite a bit taller than him, though, although his muscles went out to like the street. So like
he was wider, yeah.
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 Yep.
Okay, so Otz here is dealing with the Guardian Dragon. He's having pretty decent RNG, and of course he does more damage with the Flynn's Ring, so he'll make short work here. Shouldn't even really... He might get hit. Looking a little bit scary. That was scary.
Ooh,
for sure.
that swipe, man.
Yeah,
Otz.
that head swipe.
Come on,
Watching
Otz.
for it. He's being very careful, so yeah, he's actually getting pretty terrible RNG.
You missed that swipe there, yeah. Sucks.
Ideally, you want stomps
Ooh,
here,
that's
like
a
foot
lot of
stomps.
damage, though. Okay.
Yeah. And then Drunkard is going on his way. He's killing all the enemies on his way to, what is this guy called? The Elder Giant, or the Giant Lord, of course. The Lord of Giants. This is a Lord of the Rings enemy. Straight out of Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, it's...
Oversized Nazgul.
You know, Dark Souls 2 art has a lot of interesting sort of nuances to it. They have a lot of interesting art styles that they use, things that you don't necessarily see in the other Souls games. Like this enemy here, I think, is really cool, except for the fact that obviously you guys can cheese him pretty hard, but he looks like a Nazgul giant had a baby, and I think that's pretty awesome.
He's very skinny too. Like his arms are very tiny for that sword. But Drunkard here is opting to go for, well, there's two ways to do this fight. You can do this like how he's doing now with a bow, because this giant can't really approach you. It has very few attacks it can hit you with. Or you can fight him at his ankles, like the last giant. At the beginning of the game. And
who was actually not the last giant. Oh wait, yes he was. No, it was back in time. Back in time.
Okay. Is that how it works?
Yeah, it's some Marvel back in time.
Hey, but no, he's not, because what about the giants in Black Gulch?
Thanos like snapped his finger, and he went back in time, and Captain Marvel saved it. I don't know, man.
Yeah, but what about the giants in the last Gulch? Because those are giants. Those are full-fledged giants. They don't even rip off their arms. They're bigger giants, man. I don't know. We'll have to get some DS2 lore types in here to tell us what's going on.
We do need some clarity on that.
Yeah.
This is not a community that you want to misspeak about lore or enemy names and mechanics. They will let you know when you're dead wrong.
Oh man, they'll crucify you, man. Right there, one mistake, you're done. Oof.
Yeah. Mog took another hit. Of course, we're not counting it, but I'm not gonna shout out each hit at this point. It's kind of, that run is over in terms of scoring, so that is what it is. But
it's between Otz and McDrunkard now, basically.
I'm looking forward to a redemption for Mog. Actually, not even a redemption. This is his first run, and in everyone's first run, it's usually pretty rough. But I'm looking to see some strong performance from him. He is probably interested in playing Bloodborne as well. So we may see him as one of the few double runners in that next event. That'll be interesting. Are we keeping you up, Faraz?
No.
You better be ready to go, man.
I'm ready to go. I was stretching my throat.
Yeah.
Getting ready for Bloodborne.
Really want people to understand though what a big deal it is that Faraz is joining us on like a 3-hour commentary before a big match. Like that is a big deal, big commitment. He's been so committed to this from the get-go. I literally could not and or would not do this without his help and support. So please give him the love that he deserves, guys.
Thanks, Raptor. But no, me and K Witty got this in the bag. At TwitchCon, I met K Witty at TwitchCon.
Okay.
We played beer pong together with water, of course, since we're good boys. We got the Smash going on. K Witty and I are playing Smash. We got a score of 56-57 currently.
Yep.
Against each other. So, we can channel all of that energy into this wonderful tournament here. And hopefully pull through for our team.
Get the W, win the money for the kids. Yep.
I'm putting a stipulation on that. Every single kid who's receiving charity has to race me and win.
You want to race them? What if
at the park?
What if they're like bedridden? These are bedridden kids. What if
they better shine their intelligence forth and create.
How about if they need an avatar, I will race against you for them.
Race?
Yes.
But you're like 6'72". Your legs are the size of like a skyscraper. Man, take that. All right, I'll allow that. That's fair.
Accept the challenge, Faraz.
I accept. You know, we still apparently have to play Soul Calibur.
Oh God, I know.
Settle that debut.
Maybe we just make it Smash at this
We should
point.
make it Smash. Yeah.
You're an elite smasher. I'm not. So
You're
yeah,
an elite dad.
I am an elite dad. Yeah, my son's probably
Yeah.
better at the game than I am. No, I still beat him down pretty hard, and
Yeah.
he's learning good. He's learning good lessons about that.
Of course, you want to win, then you got to do what it takes to win. Like, you know, you just can't get handed a win. That's
No.
not good.
Kids these days.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
All right, we're coming into Throne Watcher and Defender, man.
Look at that.
This is
a hard one.
It's a difficult fight.
Now, Drunkard's going for big burly man first. Usually, you'll go for skinny white girl. But
Skinny white girl. She is wearing
But
white, to be fair.
yeah, I'm just characterizing her from her clothing.
Got it.
Like, if you look at her mask, it's clearly not white. So, hey, before you get all...
Don't judge a book by its cover, Faraz.
Uh-huh.
All right.
She's got some nice swipes, though, for sure. Oh, man.
He does have some nice swipes.
Yeah, she's definitely the most dangerous out of the two. She has faster attacks. They hit farther, and they're more diverse.
Yeah. No, that's...
Old beard man versus
Old
skinny
beard man. Yeah, he's
white girl.
looks kind of hollowed out at this point. He's past his
You know what?
prime.
An interesting thing. We don't have Hob in this tournament today, but
That's true.
Hob, the Happy Hob, actually fights these two melee. He doesn't fight them with a bow.
That's right.
Yeah. So it's quite impressive, actually. It's very impressive. No other runner does that.
If you haven't heard of Hob, please put the Fortnite down, guys, and follow the Happy Hob. He is the godfather of all of this, really. I mean, I guess you could say like people like Lobos back in the day started like making challenge runs in Souls very popular, and that was the first iteration. But Hob getting the Dark Souls 1 hitless run for the first time really made this what it is. So, oh, we got some Hob hearts in chat. It's awesome. Okay, she is buffing now. Oh, thank you, Creative Cloud.
You're welcome. Is that a new name for me? What's going on?
No, see, this is that was Kevin's job to shut down Adobe for us, but I was actually doing artwork right before the stream. I actually stayed up very late, not last night, the night before, for this lovely, amazing artwork today.
Okay.
I would love to have an artist actually who could donate some time to just work on some of these things, because I'm sure that like a real artist would. Oh no, he died right at the end, like 2 hits away.
I'm watching that. Yeah. I don't know why he did that. Drunky, what are you doing?
Oh man.
Team Hunter's dream is not looking well right now.
Oh man.
Okay, so Drunky goes to 4.
That's bad.
Technical difficulties.
Yeah. Well, got a little bit of ground to cover. So is
Okay.
is there some...
I have some technical difficulties. One sec, Rep.
Oh no, for us. Front page. Don't worry. For us, will be back.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's good. I had issues earlier, so I'm going to take over. Now, actually, I always have issues. All right.
Okay. Well, you know, these are difficult things not to have issues with. Like, a lot of people see streams and stuff, but there's a lot that goes behind them, and of course, any of those things can go wrong, as small as they are, and that'll make a pretty big difference in a lot of things.
Yeah.
Oh, shoot.
I mean, it's like one of the challenges of doing an online tournament without an observer mod. Like, I would love to have an observer mod, or to do this shit live or like in person would be amazing.
Oh, it'd be great. Like, yeah,
the
okay,
production.
so for example, what the problem I just had was, well, I had this under DS2 instead of DS2 Scholar of the First Sin, which is a small error, but
Yeah.
that's kind of a big deal. You know, it changes the entire directory right there.
Yeah. So we were dominating both, huh?
We're dominating both categories.
Everyone's
Yeah.
like, oh man, people are playing vanilla, people playing scholar. We are playing scholar, of course, or these guys are. In case there's any confusion, you should have known that when you saw the Haydenites, though, and different enemy positioning. But regardless,
Yeah, you gotta pay attention, guys.
All right. So Drunky unfortunately has to go back in and do this whole fight again.
What helps you pay attention?
What?
Clean teeth.
Ritalin? Oh, okay.
Yeah. well, that too, but you know, clean teeth is probably better. You're not distracted by disdain.
Type in !quip and you can support charity, the Hitless community, and your clean teeth.
And your clean teeth. It's always a good thing. So yeah, Drunky's in this fight again, and of course you'd never want to do this fight twice. This is a taxing fight.
No, it's long, it's grueling, it's difficult.
Yeah, it's tedious in a lot of ways because you got to wait for the right moment to attack. You can get roll caught, so it's nerve-wracking. You know.
Yeah, it's
Skinny White.
It's the
Throne Watcher has a shield.
Closest thing we have in this game to Shadows and Bloodborne, right? Where there's just like not a lot of control over it. Like you can control what you can control, but there's certain things that just happen and you just have to deal with it.
You got to mitigate for risk.
Yeah. And multi-boss fights tend to just add that extra challenge, which I think is a lot of fun to watch, but
it's tough to play.
Pain in the ass to actually execute on. Yeah.
In a pressure situation, especially.
Ooh, look at that. Ooh, look at that sidestep. And that was well done there from Drunky.
Yeah, and you got to remember, like, Drunky's going with 99 agility.
Yep.
You know, 99 agility, and he doesn't have enough.
Not enough agility. He's got 99 problems.
But agility is...
But having low iframes ain't one. I don't know. We'll have to work on that one. I don't know.
That needs some work. Yeah.
I don't know. I'm brain dead from.
But this is a long run, of course. You know.
Yeah.
I wasn't actually sure how long the run was, and thank God Otz has a timer on.
It's a long run.
We're approaching the 3-hour mark here.
Yeah.
Of course, this is tiring for the runners as well. You know, they got to deal with all of this stuff.
So it'd be interesting, and this is not that important to know, I suppose, but it'd be interesting if Otz, and that's a GG there on Throne Watcher and Defender, so nicely done there, McDrunkard. It'd be interesting to see the time difference between Drunky and Otz if Otz had a traditional route, you know? Otz's route just takes longer.
It would be very interesting. And I know Otz originally, when he was routing things for time, but then he abandoned that. So I think, well, you get to see these two in a competitive environment. They're both going to innovate in different ways, which is what's really cool. Yep. So Drunky here, he's on the last boss, Nishandra. This is the last boss of the run. He's firing a bow at her because if he gets close to those curse things, those little balls of blackness and a little bit of whiteness, then
and a little bit of gray too.
Yeah,
since he's recovering the color palette.
He will take damage, and that will result in a hit. So it's you have to basically wait for Nishandra to get close to you before you can attack her.
Yeah,
and she can do some terrible things in which she spawns the black and white balls all over in multiple places in the arena and gray. Sorry, and then there's no way not to take a hit, basically.
Yeah. Ooh, okay. Gotta get out for that.
Good. Avoids the double swipe.
Back in. Less than half health left, and then he is done. 4-hit run. Given the restrictions, not bad, I would say.
Not bad, yeah. With less ADP, that's something that entirely changes his muscle memory. That's a pretty big thing. So definitely well done by Drunkard, and pulling off one of the best 4-lone kills I've seen in DS2 to date.
Well, it's like one of those things too that I feel like can like train you to be even better once you have the iframes back on a different run, right? So like it enables you to expand your capabilities in these runs.
Oh yeah, like he won't be getting hit by those attacks ever again, because he's done it with less iframes. Yeah, GG. All right, Drunkard's done.
Run complete.
A total of 4 hits, I believe. Well done, Drunky. Odds is still at 0, so now it's basically on him. Mogenkai is, of course, is at the max hits. Yep. So regardless of how many hits he takes, he'll be fine. Doing this game with that many hits, that is still an impressive thing. I know a lot of people will see it and be like, well, he didn't 0 hit the run. And it's just like, yeah, but he did this in 2 hits, 3 hits, 4 hits, 5 hits, 6 hits. That's a pretty good thing. Mm-hmm. If you compare it to like speed running, it's no world record, of course, but it's still it's a good run.
Yep.
To show. It's a good showcase of the run, I should say.
I agree.
Okay, so Otz is just setting up RTSR here. That's why he's running off. RTSR, for anyone who doesn't know, probably should have explained this earlier, is red Tearstone Ring. What that does is if you're below, I believe, 20% health, you'll get a substantial amount of bonus damage. And so he's going to go into this fight with RTSR, Flynn's Ring, which gives you more damage. I believe the less your equip load is.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to go in with a Bright Bug and Resin. And of course, Bright Bug is something unique to DS2 that also boosts damage. So Otz is at maximum damage output right here and right now.
4 hits for McDrunkard. 4 toothbrushes sold. Colmer coming in with the brush purchase.
Oh man!
Thank you for supporting charity, you beautiful man.
Colmer already has clean teeth. He's got a good smile. Now he's have a.
Don't you think that you can
teeth.
butter me up by supporting charity before your match? You still got to kick ass today. I'm just kidding. Colmer, thank you, man. He's a beautiful man. Very generous with his time and his fake Twitch money, as Hob calls it.
Yeah.
It's fake money anyway, as Hob would say. So,
yeah.
Oh, man.
Oh, that's interesting. Okay. Otz was going to go into Throne Watcher and Defender, and he decided not to at the last minute. He might have not leveled up enough. I'm not sure what's actually going on. He was basically resetting the area. What is he doing? What is done cannot be undone. He's bonfire aestheticing.
What? He's going to...
He did something. I don't know what he did there. I didn't quite catch it, but something is happening right now.
What is he doing?
There's the tombstone of Moglin the Armorer. What is he doing? Yeah, this is interesting. What is he doing? He's getting another Titanite shard, which is a large Titanite shard.
Very exciting. What is this crazy man doing?
He's praying to the tombstone of Moglin.
Okay.
This must be some RNG or setup or something that he's doing. Some ritual that he's conducting.
He's just paying respects?
Paying respects to Moglin, okay.
Okay. This is
something we've never seen before, some cult worship.
We've never seen some Dark Souls RP before. This is
yes, this is no longer a challenge run, this is RP.
Yeah, I know you're used to seeing this on Ark and Grand Theft Auto, but now it's made its way to Dark Souls. Okay.
Of course, he's taken his clothes off. He did not have his clothes off before the prayer, so...
Oh, man.
Be some legitimacy there. That was literally all he did. He forgot to pray to Moglin's tombstone.
All right.
Okay. And now he's going back to do it again, perhaps. Okay.
It's an endless loop.
Someone from Otz's chat needs to tell us what's going on. Otherwise, this might result in yeah, he's burning the bonfire aesthetic. This might result in a hit penalty, because of course in these runs you can't take unnecessary time. You know, it's not a speed run, but at the same time, it's also not a let's run around in circles day. Oh yeah, he is once again praying to Moglin. He's getting the Titanite shards. Fair enough. He needs those for his weapons that he's not upgrading. Oh, never mind. Never mind. He got a Moonlight Butterfly something. This time not praying to Moglin. This time
it will all make sense soon. Oh, the suspense is killing me. Couch Jockey coming in with the Prime sub. Thank you very much, Couch. You are an amazing runner. If you guys haven't followed up Couch Jockey yet, he is a Dark Souls 3 mastered. He is the Harry Potter of Dark Souls 3, in fact. Follow Couch Jockey, please.
He's been on hiatus for a couple days.
Yeah, you got to come back to us, man. Ermfish coming in with the 200 bits as well. The last of your bits, Erm, I'm glad we could rob you of the very last amount of the bits in your bits wallet for charity. Thank you for supporting, man.
Thank you. All right. Drunky is now watching the multi-Twitch, so he can hear us. Hi, Drunky.
Hello.
Hold on your run.
Hello.
Oh, he's here. Hey.
Hello, McDrunkard.
Hi.
Hey, man.
How was
the 99 Agi, man?
Oh my god, that's why Otz did this. He just wanted
when it took effect.
Yeah, Mirror Knight.
We have a pretty beautiful butterfly rolling into the last two bosses.
I didn't know that was an item.
Oh yeah, it's you see it a lot from invaders. They always like to come in and ruin your day with it.
Okay, so what does this item do?
Poison. AoE
Yeah.
poison around you. That's why you
Really?
gotta go to New Game Plus when Majula.
He just wants to
Oh,
look
so-
pretty mostly, but yes, poison officially.
So this wasn't some ritual. Otz actually had a reason to get these wonderful wings.
Did you doubt that Otz had a reason for this? I mean, he always
I was
You know?
uncertain. I thought he was pulling something out. I thought he was like, "Hey, look at me do this," just like he was like, "Look at me no roll."
when it's
but he-
Hob, yeah, it's some shenanigans. But when it's Otz, man, he's always got a game plan.
He's got something. Yeah, you got to trust in us more.
Trust in Otz. Well, he may give us our only 0-hit run in Dark Souls 2 that we will see today. Or actually the only one that we will have ever seen. Ever in a tournament so far. So
That's true. Yeah, he's got one of the hardest boss in the run left, and then he's got Nishandra. But if
And he's-
anything, I think he can pull
Yeah.
this off.
he's got the prettiest cosplay too.
He just took off the wings, so that's good.
Yeah.
Okay, no wings for Otz. I guess that was maybe he'll use it for Nishandra. I don't know, but maybe they were just for show, Raptor. I don't know.
What just happened there? Okay, yeah, maybe it's just a Nishandra thing. All right, well, let's just
Look at the damage he's doing. Oh my god. With that Flynn's ring, man.
Yeah.
That's a lot. Okay, does not get roll caught there.
someone needs to
Just like McDrunkard, he has less agility, so that's a important thing.
maybe we might want to check his stat sheet the way he's coming in hot on this run, man. We need to verify your agi, sir.
Look at that, very skillful, baiting out the attack from the throne defender,
Mhm.
so that he can fire an arrow on the throne watcher from afar, leaving very little room for error here.
Yep.
Doing it again. Only attacking when it's safe. Again, it's very tempting. He's got the poison. He just landed the poison. It's very tempting to just fire off your bow here, but it might not seem dangerous, but it's actually very dangerous. These guys are fast and have a lot of range.
All right, we're gonna get some buffing going. Ooh, my God, that's a lot of damage there.
Done. Yeah, he's got
Got a
good
race
damage.
to kill the old man.
Of course, the mechanics of this fight are that if one of the bosses are down, the other one will go and revive them. So he's got to kill this throne defender in. He's on a timer. Otherwise, the watcher, like right now, will be revived. He missed a swipe there, so that's actually not good.
Ooh, but he got it. He got it done.
He barely makes it. Yeah, he had less than a second to
Ooh.
spare there, I believe. So that well done by Otz.
All right, are we gonna see these butterfly wings now? Or is that just so he could float off the ledge? There's still no goddamn butterfly wings.
No butterfly wings, man.
Come on, Otz.
Nope, don't
I-
trust in Otz.
I had your
It's-
back, man. I said everything you do with purpose. And
Yep.
You just trolled us, maybe. I don't know, man.
Converted me too, and it's like, hey, I think Nishandra's actually immune to poison. I'm pretty sure. So even if those wings,
Well, at least put them on. You know?
yeah, I guess.
Oh Lord, man. All right. Well, Faraz, you were right, man.
Hey, man, I shouldn't have doubted myself.
No, you shouldn't have. Or you shouldn't have listened to me.
Oh, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. No, I'm not kidding. Never mind.
Yeah.
Wait, am I kidding? I'm not sure.
I'm not sure. But is it mere myth?
But is it mere myth? That's a good question.
Oh.
Yeah, Otz doing the roll attack there. He's getting some pretty decent RNG. Nishandra is hard to fight because her attacks are above your head most of the time. So
Yeah.
it's hard to differentiate what she's doing in a lot of cases unless you're very used to the animations.
Yep.
A lot of people have lost rounds to Nishandra, even though she's considered very easy.
Mm-hmm.
It can be a bit difficult for sure.
Yep. You know, if he doesn't kill her with butterfly wings on, I'm not sure it counts.
You're not sure what?
I don't know if the run counts. You know?
If it doesn't count.
Yeah, I mean, like if you there's like a delay of game you know.
Yeah, that's a mercy hit penalty, and he's taken 6 hits. I understand that.
Oh man. All right. Well, it's a 6-hit penalty.
6 hit penalty. All right.
I'm in agreement with that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Drunky's like, yeah, I think 6 sounds good. Well, that is a 0-hit run.
Well done, Otz, bringing it once again, showing that he's consistent in his spectacular performances, man.
Yeah, that's some
He's reaching the levels of Gino and the other
ascending to
winners.
Dark Souls godhood, man. That's beautiful.
Mhm. Well done. That was really good by Otz. A really good run for sure. GG.
Well, Faraz, you got some ground to cover.
I got some ground to cover. Yeah, me and K Witty, we gotta bring it now. We gotta make sure. Well, we gotta be as flawless as possible and hope that Squilla and Colmer are having bad days.
You know what?
Or
I don't think it'll be that bad though, because like, you know, Squilla's like only been to like every finals and won a bunch of these tournaments like ever. So he's gonna be an easy opponent, I think.
yeah. Oh yeah. No problem. Easy.
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 Oh,
okay.
man.
Can I go take a break quick and get some tea or something?
Yeah, it is quick break time. I am going to fix my interface as well so that Lethal and I don't have trouble. But Faraz, thank you, man.
Yeah, sure. Keep talking so that my chat's entertained. I'll be right back.
Hello, chat. We're going to keep entertaining you. Okay. Oh, man. All right. Well, that is it for the first match of the day, guys. Dark Souls 2 is now done. We, of course, see the score up there. We got 4 hits for McDrunkard, 6 for Mogenkai at the maximum. Mogenkai is still finishing his run there. Otz winning with a 0 hit. DonnyRekt, early pursuer hits, hit the maximum 6 per run. We will have a maximum amount of hits in Bloodborne, all bosses as well. That's coming up in just a few minutes here. That'll be 10. You can type in !max hits. If you want to get some more information on the rules as well, you can type in !rules. You can follow the link there. It gives you all that information. Hope you guys had fun. I had fun. That was a tough match to commentate, but it was good. I think it's a good warm up too for the bigger one for next month. And thank you, Crow, and everybody else in chat. What's that, McDrunkard?
Were there any other forlorns this night?
Yeah. So I think we only had 2. No, Mog might have had one as well. So Otz definitely got one.
Where did Otz get it?
In Drang Lake, which I don't think he's used to seeing that one.
At the entrance to the castle?
Yeah.
That one's real nice. You have a lot of space.
By
to
the
run and
Arrow
everything.
Merchant. Yeah. But he was able to kind of kite him around, and that was fine. I think Mog may have seen one as well. So yeah. All right. I am going to fix up our interface here and get my instant replay working again. So bear with me, guys, as I do that. Thank you for. This is all Faraz's fault. He made me refresh in the middle, and it went wild on us. So let's see where our replays are at. There we go. Let's see if we can get this
So
going.
Mog looks like he's using that poison strat, getting the defender herself down
Yeah.
right off the bat. That way you can start worried about the watcher.
Yep. It's a good idea. Come on, Twitch. Or not Twitch. Come on, OBS.
Oh.
McDrunkard, let's have you do the play-by-play, man.
Once the stream unfreezes.
Okay. All right, great. Oh yeah,
Cheat engine.
you were pretty frozen there. Oh man. All right.
Okay, so looks like he got the. Is he going for the defender kill first? Interesting. All right. The watcher's the scariest part for most runners.
Oh, I'm sure, man.
He's also not a huge fan of lock on too, which is cool. Pretty interesting.
Oh, our instant replay's back just in time to see McDrunkard get hit by that ghost by the Forlorn again.
Those shield guys wouldn't open up.
Oh man, and that hit from the right, dude, was just unexpected. Like,
Yeah.
oh lord, that was
How often are you over there?
never, right? Wild. Well, that's
But
okay. We've fixed up
As
our
long
shit.
as you can get consistent headshots, you can usually stagger them infinitely.
Yeah.
All right, so throwing defenders down. He's just going straight for Watcher now.
Yep.
I think he'll be able to do enough damage to finish him off, just like Otz does.
All right.
Oh, he uses poison on her too. All right. Okay, he's got it.
Okay.
Yeah, GG. That's 6 hits so far on a Nashanda.
Yep.
And that'll be it. Thank you, Otzdarva, for the raid.
Oh, man. Otz with the raid. Thank you, Otz. Crazy man. You didn't have to do that. Oh, Lord. Got a big match coming up, too. I bet a lot of people are very excited for Bloodborne. That was a fun match to watch. I like seeing the tiebreaker now. So now we're going to have to see Otz and McDrunkard go at it again. Soon, man. Faraaz, are you...
Did you guys like the little mix-up, though?
Yeah, dude. The mix-up was great. It was just great to see you guys do that just because you're like the grand masters of this game. So it was nice to see you guys kind of kick up the difficulty a little bit, right?
True. I think it was all Otzdarva's secret plan.
Yeah, he's been practicing it secretly for the last like year, so it worked.
All right, Mogen's getting away from the cursed clouds. It's very smart.
Yep.
You have to be very careful though, because she'll resummon them throughout the fight, so you have to watch your hand movements.
Yep. And going well.
Stuck in a corner right here.
Yeah.
Really hard to dodge around.
About a quarter of the way there. All right.
So when you shoot her with a bow and she's using her like little laser beam attack, it'll go off to your left every once in a while too. So you have to be very careful when you shoot her.
Yeah, there's a lot of little things about this fight. It looks pretty straightforward, but you have to be very careful. I think Mog likes this range though. He likes to fight bosses pretty far away.
And also with her, you really can't get up to her. It's just up to the AI if she comes after you or not.
Yeah, oh man, look at that extra curse ball. Right, yeah, he's very much boxed in here.
He's stuck in the corner right
now. I don't know he's going to get a melee phase here. I think he's just going to finish it up with the bow, which is fine as long as he doesn't get another curse ball much closer than it already is.
But you can see how he's dodging against the wall instead of towards the the cliff now, because he doesn't really have anywhere to go.
No, this is where he lives. All right, nicely done. Okay.
All right,
Mog.
Yeah.
That was pretty speedy too. You know, you had a couple deaths, couple hiccups here and there, but able to pull that off well. I was impressed, man. All right. Drunky, I want to see if we can get Mog and Otz in here as well. Mog or Otz, if you guys are out there in Twitch land, if you could jump into the Discord just real quick to say hi to everybody. A few thoughts on the run, and then we're going to get Bloodborne started and ready to go in just a second here. And let me catch up on some other things too. So, reminder about the Quip campaign we're doing today, guys.
Hi, good evening.
Oh, Otzdarva, what's up, man?
Had I been summoned, or
yes,
am I interrupting?
You have been. You're never interrupting. Yes, of course you were summoned. And
cheers,
Mog. What's going on, dude?
What's up? What's up?
Well done, Mog. Well done. That was good. Really good. That was a difficult Nashanda fight there.
That was so scared. I was like terrified the whole time there.
Yeah, dude. Like you were like inches away. You did fantastic. Well done.
Ah, thank you. That was like such a rough run, but I'm so glad I had a nice ending there. That was a lot of fun. That was so stressful though.
How was your first journey?
Yeah. I feel I'm a lot better now. I'm my first one. In the next one, it will come much easier, I'm sure.
I think so too. Yeah, getting that like first run hype out of the way. Next journey would be a lot of fun.